Caution, this is not a test. This is a message from the Tarkov emergency alert system. Serious threats have been identified in the area. Everyone is advised to seek shelter and stay away from windows. Lock your doors and protect yourself. Private, military contractors have been deployed and it is unsafe to travel to or near the Ultra Mall, Tarkov Sanatorium, Priozesk Natural Woods Reserve, Tarkov Industrial Port of Customs or the Federal State Reserve Agency base. Stand by for further information. Good luck and Godspeed. This is not a test.
His wild card.
All right, good evening, everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, I suppose, to our international viewers as well. Red, how are you, mate?
Good evening. I'm excited for tonight. Tonight's going to be sweaty. I've just popped an energy drink at 8 p.m, so this is going to be dangerous.
You're all ready then. Perfect. Well, tonight, guys, we've got Group C of the Oceanic Tarkov solo battles with Evasion. So tonight we've got ZZ Full, Rocket Legs, Wacko Polacco, and Rio as well. So I hope you guys are excited to see some amazing battles tonight. I know last night it was pretty interesting. Look, I'm not going to lie. I didn't have Usk picked as the winner for last night, but he absolutely came through clutch in the end and smashed it. So it was amazing to see him come through. We didn't see a wild card change hands last night. So Harmsy from Group A from Friday night is still holding the wild card on 68.
He holds the he holds the golden ticket. He holds the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's factory, mate.
He does. So look, I don't know whether I'm excited to change tonight. I know Harmsy's going to be watching in anticipation, just waiting to see if anything changes there. So Harmsy, good luck on your wild card, mate, and obviously for all of our competitors tonight as well. Yeah, good luck. Have you got anyone you're rooting for tonight, Red, or you're thinking is going to be a really outstanding player?
I'm going to say it right now, Rocket's fucking nuts. All right, Rocket Legs is nuts at this game, dude. He is scary, so I'm just going to put it out there. If he might have some unlucky raids, like Train last night. She's a big fragger as well and got really unlucky, so we don't know. Like, even Whack an underdog. ZZ's a past competitor, and I've never seen Ryo play, so I don't know. This could be crazy, or Rocket's going to start popping heads with that M1A.
Absolutely. And I mean, look, we've got some of these game types here as well that, particularly the cops and robbers one, if Rocket ends up as a robber,
Oh,
I mean,
imagine.
it's a little bit outside of his play style, we've seen the robbers take the more tactical approach, hitting some of those stashes outside, avoiding that PvP. Toast Rack was an amazing robber last night who just, took it all in stride, absolutely chilled out the whole time. And, to fill, what was it, 4 rigs, full backpack, everything. I think he cleared half the map.
Yeah, Toast Rack did really well on that interchange raid. It was good to see the way he moved through the map and just looted everything up. It was the same as Wooly. Wooly did really well to loot up on the robber as well. I think tonight it would be good to see one of those fraggy boys get put as a robber and see how.
Absolutely. So, hoping tonight as well, guys, that we Friday we got three out of 4 scav bosses appear. We didn't have any cultists, which was a bit disappointing. We had 2 runs on Woods last night, just after that restart there. Again, didn't see any sign of cultists. We had no scav bosses last night. And look, I'm fingers, toes, everything crossed. Chat, do the same. We want to see a scav boss on app, and we definitely want to see those cultists on Woods tonight. So I'm really hoping it comes through.
Let's introduce some of these competitors for tonight. We got ZZ Full. He's a previous competitor. His favorite map is Labs. That's right. The only place I see him hanging out is on Labs. Favorite weapon HK MP7. And in 3 years, in year 3 I won a farting competition, but I also shit myself. Fair shout. I think he lives in Darwin or something, so that explains everything. Yeah, I've only been in Darwin a couple of times, and they're pretty wild up there, so that explains a lot. So I feel you on that one, ZZ. Big fan of filling me socks as well, but yeah, it's a fucking interesting story.
Yeah, definitely. So one thing I do know about ZZ Full is I bump into him on Labs. The madman is wearing a GSSH. He reckons it's a decent headset. So look, if it works for him, go for it. Personally, I drop that shit every time I get. So
I think that headset hurts you in real life. I think that thing does damage.
For sure. So next competitor tonight, Rocket Legs. Favorite map, Interchange. I love that he loves Interchange. I know you hate it, Red. You think it's you're definitely not a fan. But no,
Samurai
Rocket,
Central, mate. That's what it is. That place is Samurai Central.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a KS breeding ground these days as well. So it'd be interesting to see how Rocket goes tonight on Interchange, being that it's his favorite map. Favorite weapon, M1A. We've seen a lot of players, particularly this wipe. The meta seems to have shifted to a lot of these semi-auto weapons and just really relying on a consistent tap fire to hit those headshots.
Rocket's got that partner pleaser finger. Watch out.
There we go. And we saw that Friday night as well with Tube rocking the M1A and just that absolute trigger finger, and it just dropped competitors left, right, and center. So it'd be really interesting to see him there as well. He says, and for those of you who know Rocket League stream, you will have met Dash, but Rocket has a mini sausage dog named Dash. So hopefully you might get to see him tonight on stream as well.
So now we got Wacko. Big Wacko Palacco. This bloke is straight content. Favorite map, Reserve. Favorite weapon, the SA-58. Good. And I play PC left-handed. I do not change any of the keybinds. I don't even have the mouse buttons inverted. I've seen him play with his left hand like this. It is an absolute nightmare. The way he has his keyboard and everything set up, he has... it's weird. His right hand is on the end of his keyboard and the rest of it goes like... It's wild. I don't know how he does it.
It's insane. That's insane. It's I think that in itself's a bit of a skill. So, look, good luck to him. I hope you go pretty. All right. Well, we'll get to we might get to Rio afterwards. We might just run through this first map here because it sounds like our competitors are getting really, really close to being ready.
Let's get on with it.
Red, take us through the labs, mate. What's this map all about?
All right, chat, we're going to Labs, offline XP. These boys are going to be going in an offline raid on Labs. The goal here is to max XP. So going to be headshot and raiders, looting, getting max XP. AI difficulty on hard. AI amount will be high. The library bonus is removed. So these boys are just literally getting the cobwebs out, getting the nerves out, shooting some raiders in the head up, and just moving through. This is a good game mode for everyone to loosen up. So this will be fun to watch.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're going to load in here pretty shortly. This is definitely one of my favorite map types that we've had in Evasion of all time. I know last season we had the factory gun game, which was a really good warm-up as well, and just a bit of an icebreaker. But, you know, nothing gets you warmed up for this until you've had just a swarm of raiders just yeeting you from all corners of the map, start hitting those buttons. So hopefully, hopefully we'll see cheeky bricky aimbots, exactly. So hopefully we'll see a lot of raiders coming in. We had a good balance of them last night. Friday night was a little light in some of the raids for a few of these guys. So I'm hoping everyone gets that good RNG. Praise to RNGesus and praise to Nikita, and we get a good solid fill of these raiders coming in with their aimbots ready to hopefully shake up our competitors and get them ready for the following.
Yeah, so I think these guys are loading in right now. I think that'll give us time to introduce Ryo quickly while these guys load in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going in.
Right.
Don't even we're in.
We haven't even got time.
Okay, so everyone is just straight. No worries. So we are currently listening to ZZ Full. He has double blue laser on a P90. This is gonna be interesting. ZZ is very similar to the playstyle of Wolfie, very laid back, doesn't really give a fuck. He shaved his beard off. This is the first time of me seeing him without a beard.
Yeah, he shaved this a while ago.
I don't think he has. Is he playing with no game audio? Is that the GSSHs have permanently made him deaf or what?
Absolutely. That's all right. Well, hopefully we can get that fixed up. Yeah, no,
Wacko looks like he's just come back
switchy.
from the. Yes. Wacko just looks like he came back from smacking the tradies' laptop at the corner pub. Just jumped back on the PC. He looks ready to
He's smacked a few buttons now already, so he's hopefully got some raiders popping in here now. There we go, a bit of game audio.
Ghost step, bro.
Oh, Ryo's into it too. 3 raiders dead. A little bit of a
Absolutely.
graveyard. We got Rocket up top.
Nice. We see Ryo just touching some of those. We see Ryo just hitting some of those bodies as well for that extra XP. And Vector's a good play, man. I think Vector it's an absolute laser.
Okay.
That's the first time I've seen someone run the old Vector. Oh, unsuppressed too. Just music to the ears.
All right. Rocket just touching some more of those buttons there and just getting the full fill of raiders in. I think that's really the go. If you spend the first couple of minutes while these guys are, after the first button press, you've got that little break before they start loading in, just absolutely hit as many buttons as you can and just get yourself in a position to start holding them off.
The boys all look focused. Everyone looking good.
Wacko and Ryo are still holding these guys off downstairs.
Oh, grenade from Run Rocket. Hope he didn't drop a nade.
Nice headshots from Rocket there, which is it's definitely where these competitors want to be aiming. Headshots, massive XP, and you want to be trying to hit that headshot every time. So you can see he's pretty disciplined on the trigger finger, though. There's not too much of a mag dump happening from Rocket, which is good to see.
RNGesus is on my side.
That's it, Rocket.
Praise Nikita. Praise it, Rocket.
Bro, these raiders
we're down to Wacko. Oh, sharp Wacko.
Nice tap fire there off the HK.
I think a lot of these boys would have watched the other guys as well. Getting some tips. How to get some extra XP. We haven't seen anyone getting that extra healing XP. I know it's happened in the NAEU. Some people will like taking advantage of that extra healing XP, but other than that, the boys have just been fingering guns and then dropping them. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Wacko was doing the right thing there. He's actually pulling the guns over as well, whereas some of the other competitors were just having a quick look. Looks like we've got a few of these guys as well that have brought in extra armors and things, which is always those raiders. They seem to just strip your armor and then The last thing you want is to have an exposed chest for a quick 2-tap from a raider and just drop you instantly.
Well, it feels like when a raider shoots you with terrible ammo, it does so much more damage.
Oh, 100%. Well, I mean, and that's just the way these ammos go, right? Less pen, more damage. More pen, less damage. So
I just
right,
use
Wacko's
ammo
in a-
that shoot.
absolutely. Well, Wacko looks like he's having a bit of trouble just getting the right angle on some of these raiders here. They look like they were locked in on him. He's just throwing a few grenades through this door, just maybe heading down to just try and find this angle and maybe feed these raiders into where he wants them.
Oh, look, and while we're on the fly here, while the boys are fighting raiders, I read that Ryo, his favorite map is Labs as well, but he started streaming on Xbox and he's only just come over to mouse and keyboard. So for someone to be, you know, competing in Tarkov after coming over from playing on controller on Xbox and using mouse and keyboard on a game like Tarkov, that's a pretty good effort. Like he's
Absolutely.
He's come a long way.
I mean, if you were to pick a keyboard and mouse game to start off with, Tarkov is not it. It's just not. Really, really complicated game. And you're right. I think he looks like he's fitting in with the rest of the boys here as far as skill goes. You know, I wouldn't have picked that he's fresh to keyboard and mouse. So interesting to see what he can do tonight.
Like I can't see a goddamn thing. And there's like a bloody.
His first game was Escape from Tarkov on PC. What a loot gamer.
It's insane.
Ugh.
So he ranks his top weapons here. Top 5 is the HK, the SR25, the FAL, the M4, and the M1A.
Another wave should have spawned. Should I put my arm back on? I think so, because we got a lot of kills early. Thinking I might.
All right, so he's just trying to decide here whether he puts an arm back on.
How long we got?
He's just talking through what he's doing. He's just always chatting, telling everyone what he's up to.
Oh,
Alright.
I know
Rocket's still just doing laps around the top section here, just picking off these raiders after he's kept hitting all these buttons.
Tactical jump.
Yeah, he's just training for the next triathlon, mate. He's just, you know, getting his K's out there, steps out, mate.
I don't think
Thanks,
we've
mate.
seen him
Don't
stop
touch
the
that
whole
one.
time.
Medical block.
He's doing a bit of a beep test right now. Start level 4, and off he goes.
Oh, Harmsy, mate. Thanks for the follow, dude.
All right, Wacko's still picking up every
Absolutely.
single one of those weapons on the raiders, which is good to see. Here we go, a bit of game audio from ZZ Full now. We can hear the crunch of those.
Thank you for the
GSSH
game audio, buddy.
headphones.
Thank you, bro. Oh, listen to that bass. That sounds like my music coming out of my Subaru when I was on my P plates.
That was an aid.
As the grenade goes off, it's the old boot vibration.
Yeah. The hectic doof.
Little chicken boy, that one.
Alright, so ZZ's not he's pretty well a Labs main, so he should feel right at home here doing this. I think he's running a very similar loadout to what he normally runs on Labs as well. So this is just another day out in Tarkov for him.
We got Rocket Legs up top, still doing his 10k run. He's just running into bulk raiders.
Look, he's taking a bit of stuff too. He's picking up weapons, armors, rigs, everything. Really trying to min-max on those experience points.
XP is XP. All these boys look comfortable tonight too.
Here and here.
They all look comfortable on Labs. No one's really had any problems with raiders yet.
Just not the best place to fight.
Cheeky grenade there for Rocket just before he ducks back into the kitchen.
I can't take ZZ serious with this beard gone. Just throwing
It's
me
a
off.
huge change, right?
Hey, upstairs? Might be upstairs.
Oh, here we go. You found him now, Full.
Done, Doc.
Son of a gun.
Careful on the repeats there, mate.
Back ya. Let's go get the guys in car park.
Alright, so heading back to car park now for ZZ, and hopefully we can pick off a few more raiders there and maybe come back for these ones.
Uh-oh.
I would love for Wacko to have a like a mouse cam, like a mouse and keyboard cam with his left hand set up. It would actually blow
I'd love to
people's
see it.
minds seeing the way he has his desk set up. It's
Oh, yeah.
it trigger CD. Let me tell you, you're just
He's
like,
on the
how do you
other
do that?
side. Right.
And then he's got like,
Oh, yeah, that
he's got
doesn't
like
sound
this
a good
audio
one.
deck in the middle of his mouse and keyboard.
I
Looks
got
like he's
once.
trying to be David Guetta. Like it's wild, his setup.
Wow. We might have to ask him for a photo later on so we can have a look.
So,
Where are these
a
guys?
sub goal or something for him to have a keyboard cam.
Oh,
Timmy,
here we go.
Oh,
Fool's running into a
Fool.
bit of trouble with these guys here. Flashes out.
we peek this guy.
Right, so he's got some above and below, so he needs to be careful in this staircase here, because if he gets pushed from one direction and tries to run out in the other, he's just going to get caught in between these guys.
Pin.
DJ Wacko Trumpet we could have on the stream later.
That got rid of him. Granada?
Oh, I'm hearing that from Raiders. Granada.
Where is this other guy? Oh, he's all the way down there.
Oh, Rocket.
Going for the risky
Oh.
push.
Rocket just headbutted 2 Raiders.
Fucking got me pinned
Doesn't look like he's
right.
two-phased about it, though. Off he goes. Still keep going on his sprint. He's taken a little bit of damage there just now, though.
With these-
There we go. Quick
Hey, just-
chucking on the ETG nice and quick.
Little stabby boy will fix you up nice and quick, and off he goes. Oh, sharp.
Do you reckon he had a crack on the run stick before he jumped in here, mate? He just looks like he's got unlimited stam. Oh, watch out for the
Oh,
rail.
But that he just killed that railing. Put that on the XP.
15.
Absolutely.
Oh, stop it.
All right, full
Shut
taking
up.
on all of these Raiders down in the middle now.
It was Toast Rack last, remember, when he hit the run stick and then he almost decided to go back in interchange? I almost had a heart attack. It was going
I'm
to be
so
a
glad he didn't.
You were going to have to do a midstream transplant on me. I was almost cooked from the anxiety of watching Toast Rack almost go back in with 4 minutes left.
Look, you can't blame the bloke for just being hungry for those points, though. All right, Full looks like he's got a bit more order to all of this happening now. He's got out of the stairwell, he's pushed through the middle, cleaned up a few of these Raiders, and he's starting to get a bit more order back to this. Ryo's just gone down, unfortunately.
Oh, Ryo died.
Rocket's taken a lot of hits here now as well.
Don't die, Rocket. Stay alive. Ryo got 21,000 XP. Moving on, the boys.
Good effort,
Rocket's
man.
still
Good
just doing
effort.
laps. He's making the old
Still
remember the
hasn't stopped.
Nutrigrain ads. The Nutrigrain Iron
Oh,
Man
for
ads.
sure.
This is what Rocket's making here. That could be a sponsor for Rocket's stream. Nutrigrain.
But we've just seen him hit another stick as well, which looked like another ETG.
3 minutes.
We've got Full hitting a prop.
I don't think any of the other, like, these three boys have not stopped. Wacko's been consistent the whole time as well. So ZZ.
I'm gonna be interested to see where these points land. Well, I think we're expecting 50k plus from each of the boys if they don't go down anytime soon. But
Well, you want that extra.
you know, we might end up with. They want that extract, but we might end up with some potentially a high score here tonight. So 3 times previously we've had 10 in the NA and EUs, which was the highest score. So that's only been obtained 3 times in this, and we had last night. We did get a 9 last night as well. So
Oh.
yeah, so just looking through some of Ryo's kills here, it looks like we've got 1 headshot I can see there. But just goes to
Wacko
show
needs a
how much a
guide dog.
headshot counts.
Wacko needs a guide dog. He's blind.
2 minutes. Thank you.
He's
Oh.
done well to get away. So 2-minute call for all our competitors. So they'll need to start trying to make their way to extract here.
Well, I think this is like the best raid I've done. We might just call it there.
The Wacko's
All right,
happy
best
with
raid
himself.
he's
It's
done
good
from
to see.
Wacko.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
We'll just bank
Wacko
what we
Guetta,
got.
get out of here, mate.
There's 3 more out there. It's could be 1 here.
Smart
actually.
play, you know, get that extract. I think the extract's definitely worth it.
Oh, please don't kill me.
Oh,
Ricochet.
100%.
Okay, we'll just get out.
All right, nice. So secured for Wacko. Fool's taking on more of these raiders at the stairs here above parking.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, welcome back to the base. Thank you.
Looks like he's trying to get around the other angle for this raider.
Can't shoot through
And
face.
just getting aim locked by these raiders. He might actually be locked in here and might not be able to make the extract.
Oh, sharp.
Oh, I really want him, but that sounds like a big gun.
Well, those stairs are dead. No leg. He's maybe just gonna have to start moving downstairs. Swapping over armor with 1 minute left. Maybe he can just tank enough to land that shot and get out.
I know it's not in the comp, but you can see Wacko's setup.
Let's just extract. We're going out.
That's amazing.
See how he plays with with his keyboard like that. I don't know how he does it.
There's so many spawn. I probably got about 30.
I'm impressed.
Bloke's a weapon.
All right, Fool's out. Well done, mate. And Rocket's in extract as
getting
well,
out.
just getting out as well.
Wacko, chuck a churn on
Look
for
at that
us, mate.
setup.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. Alright, so
Jeez.
we know what the next map is, right?
That's such a spread of the arms, though, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't seem to stop him at all. That was looks like he's just as good on that, if not better, than a lot of players. So, mate, good on him. That was good. I think that's. I really don't know who I'd call between these guys. So we're just compiling all those scores. We'll have those up right now. Have a look at that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Rocket.
Okay, so Rocket scored 127,000 XP in game, taking him to 11 for our labs game. This actually puts him with the highest score amongst all of the OCEANA and EU brackets for this season. So Rocket really setting the standard for potentially what we're going to see for the rest of tonight.
I told you that dude's nuts, man. He literally just treated that whole round as like a Kovacs warm-up. Like, he said, what is that?
Yep.
Breaking the record with our first 11 score in labs. That is just, that's nuts.
That's insane.
Nutty.
And we see Fool and Wacko on 5 each, which very consistent from the guys there. And Rio unfortunately getting out there just a little bit earlier than I think he wanted, and coming in with a 2 there as well. So really good start for Rocket there. Obviously, Labs is one of our smaller points or point based objectives. So some of these other maps here, it could come down though to 1 or 2 points, and we've seen it multiple times before, where a position will change over 1 or 2 points. And obviously we've got 2 positions on the line tonight. We've got our Group C winner who will go through to the finals, and Harmsy on 68 currently from Group A, desperately clutching onto his wild card there. So looking at some of these scores here, consistency there, I think we're really going to see the wild card in some danger tonight.
Yeah, Harmsy's praying to Nikita that some of these boys have that bad RNG, but I don't know. I think we're going to see the. I said that last night, but I think the wild card's going to go tonight. But if he holds onto it, that's huge. Like, that's pretty big.
That'd be very lucky. Yeah, absolutely. So, just looking at these scores here, that's very impressive from the guys, though. Very impressive. It's a really tough map to go, and especially hopefully if these guys have been practicing all afternoon, they've sort of been a bit warmed up. But just running through, having those raiders one after the other, I reckon we saw Fool maybe in 2 or 3 positions there that he was just going to get taken out, and somehow managed to just clutch his way through it. And actually, I'm still surprised he made it to extract, to be honest.
Wacko looked good for me in that. I thought he was going to get more XP. Like, Wacko was pretty consistent rolling through and headshotting raiders, so he looked really good. I'm excited for him going into the next couple of maps, because I know he plays a range of maps, so I'm excited to see how he does tonight.
Yeah, definitely. So we're just getting our battle mods are just getting all of our players into the lobby at the moment. So for those of you who've joined joined us the first time tonight, if you're not aware, Evasion battle mods are basically like your rally driving co-driver. They're there in the voice comms with the competitors for the entire time. People that keep you cool, calm, and collected, focused on the objectives. Make sure you're taking in the right gear, doing all that sort of stuff. They're the person in the middle of a raid, and Red, you know this perfectly well, but when you're in the middle of one of these tournaments, and I think Uski summed it up best last night in his interview after winning last night, was, you know, it's the simple shit you forget. It's the really basic stuff, remembering to reload, remembering to, you know, heal that arm back up, all that really small stuff. And it's just having a battle mod in your ear who can just go, mate, just remember to do this. Make sure you do this. You know, have you, like, where are you going now? What's what's your next thing? So the battle mods are an amazing thing. So chat, make sure we've got some claps there. Show our battle mods some love, because they, you know, we really couldn't do these events without them. They're just absolutely phenomenal.
I had Garland when I was competing, and he was just like the jockey to a horse, mate. He just would sit in Discord and just ride me. Like, did you remember this? Hey, champion, don't forget that. So it's always good to have those boys in your ear, you know, especially mid-raid if you forget something and he's like, hey, man, you should probably go, you know, actually go put that item down. It's good.
Absolutely. So the next map we're going into tonight is Shoreline, which is the resort recon. So this map's 30 minutes. Our competitors will head in. They have an objective to place 3 flash drives down and 2 cameras. So the cameras will go on each of the roofs of each of the wings, so west wing and east wing. And then these flash drives, they're going to take those in. They're going to stick them inside a computer. So they'll search one of the computers in west wing, east wing, and the administration building and place those flash drives inside. Now, they can bring in any loadout they want. They can only bring in 2 stims and 2 grenades. If they find any more of those within raid, they're more than welcome to grab them. We don't allow any GLs, Mark 18s, and we don't allow any thermals either. Bonus items for the night are solid state drives, diaries, flash drives, and we've seen a lot of competitors on some of the other nights going for the strategy and make sure you're hitting all of those, those filing cabinets and things like that, because, you know, it's just huge for flash drives and diaries. Going for the safes, all of that. And we know that there's, you know, a ton of these things littered throughout Shoreline Resort and the surrounding areas, all the way down to Cottage, the pier area, gas station, if they want to mess with the fire that's in there. Personally, I probably wouldn't in a tournament, but, you know, go for it. So, yeah, no, it's going to be an amazing one. And one of the things that I love about this map is having all of these guys pushing in with the same objectives into Resort. So those tight little corridors, multi-level floors, you know, there's a good potential they'll run into each other on floor, you know, on the stairwells and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a really interesting one. Points obviously for killing Sanitar. There's some bonus points there for a successful extraction. 3 points per placed item, a bonus point per each bonus item they find. And one of the interesting things we see here is a lot of the times that competitors running through, they'll head to a computer, maybe it's East 328, which is a really common one we've seen. They'll go through, they'll go to chuck a flash drive in, and look at that. There's already 1 or 2 flash drives in there. Someone's been here, or, you know, they get to the roof and they go, there's no cameras up here. So it's interesting to see how some of the strategies for our contestants change as that information becomes available to them. You know, their whole strategy can change sometimes. Red, who do you is there anyone you're thinking tonight will be our winner of the resort?
It just depends on the strategies from the boys. Like we saw Uski last night, which was smart. Uski had a rough start to the raids last night. And he took his time and killed those 2 PMCs out on the edge of the map, and then went up to resort late, which is a massive, like, it was a good call. Perfect timing for him. Everyone was gone. The boys cleared resort for him, so that was a smart tactic. We'll see if anyone does that tonight. But I'm going to go with ZZ here. He's a past competitor. I backed Wolfie last night with a past competitor. My guess for this one will be ZZ or Wacker. Again, we've got Rocker Legs in the lobby, who's like trained, and close quarters is a very, very scary fucking fragger. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, it'll be interesting to see how well each of these guys sort of know each of the spots for the computers and things like that within. As you know, as you said, Uski had the good approach last night, or a really successful approach of just holding back, letting those competitors run ahead. You know, it's really difficult to try and get the minds of your fellow teammates to go, Are they going to rush into resort? Am I going to be the person that rushes into resort? You don't want to be the first person there and have 3 people right behind you, pushing up into your wing and causing some issues there. Because this is certainly, with the amount of points that are available for objectives, you don't want to be knocked out early in this one. So really impressed to see Usk's strategy last night. And Toastrak had the same strategy as well. So we actually had 2 competitors hang out. Toast, unfortunately, found himself between a Mark 18 and a Fleur Thermal. So that wasn't the best, unfortunately, for him. Bit unlucky. Tried to fight it out as best he could. It was just really unfortunate for Toast. So, but yeah, Uski actually had the luck with that one last night, and it was a good result.
I'm excited to see Ryo. I was in his stream earlier, and he had a bunch of slicks and stuff hanging around. But for someone that I didn't know that came from Xbox, he looks like someone who's not scared of PvP. So it's going to be interesting to see how Ryo plays this out. I honestly have never seen his work before, so we could have an underdog here that actually comes out and surprises some of these boys and gets in their face and puts them down. So if Ryo can get up nice and close and take out some competitors, it could really shake up the lobby.
Absolutely, and I think you've hit the nail on the head there, man. Like if he's a bit of an underdog, if he's people that, if he's someone that not a lot of our other competitors maybe know, his strategy is going to be completely hidden here. You and I have both talked about some of the competitors over all of the nights, and we've made some pretty correct assumptions in most cases for how we're expecting those competitors to play, because we're aware of them. We've been in their streams, we've seen them, and you can, they've got an MO. They stick to the way they play. But Ryo could be a real wild card here right now. It could be a massive advantage to him. They're not going to know what he's going to want to do. And I think that's really scary. The unknown in something like this is really scary. If it was me in there, I'd go, yep, I would expect Rocket to be first up into resort, just slaying everything, doing all the CQC, and I definitely want to be staying away from that. So hopefully he's done a bit of homework on some of his other competitors there, and can start trying to make some guesses as to how they're going to play.
Have we had Sanitar yet on Shoreline? Oh, we did.
We had him once.
Yeah, we did have.
Yep.
Yeah, we did Sanitar. Yeah, Tube. When Tube decided to make all the map tutorials and kill every scab boss and get red rebels. Oh yeah, that bloke. Yeah, no worries. No, I forgot.
Yeah, definitely. Tube, who set the highest point for this season for the solos. So we've actually had 2 records broken by Oceanic competitors so far that I'm aware of. Obviously, Tube with the highest score, and Rocket Legs tonight as well with that 11 in labs, which is really cool to see. OCE obviously turning up and beating some of those scores of some of the other regions, which is awesome. But Tube's fight with Sanitar, I don't know whether Sanitar was more scared of Tube or whether Tube was more scared of Sanitar there. I thought he had it under control, and then suddenly he just found himself with those guys completely aim locked onto him. But he just, that trigger finger, mate, he just found his way out. It was insane.
I'm calling it the partner pleaser. That's what I'm calling that finger from now on. The partner pleaser. That's literally it. That like the fact that you get people going, that's a macro is just it's a compliment to the boys. It's seeing someone actually accuse you of cheating when you're just a good player is hilarious.
It's definitely one of the greatest things you could ever ask for. Obviously, you don't want
pleaser or being accused
of
cheating
too many times, but hey, I think both. Absolutely. So, no, it should be good. I'm hoping Sanny's up. It always spices it up. You get these guys pushing through and having a nice little wander through, and it's definitely going to be good. So, all right, looks like we're in.
Where do I run then? In that direction?
Away full. You have to run away from the other competitors.
Away from the others.
So what's happening right now, guys, before the raid goes hot, basically our battle mods are coordinating with their players and their positioning to get them split up as much as possible. We get them all to load in together, so they all spawn in at the same spot. They've all got the same extracts, and we get these guys split up away from each other, so that basically they've got the best shot of hopefully not killing each other directly off spawn. So that's it's just one of the other many duties our battle mods have got, and we obviously saw last night due to some issues with that, but it looks like these guys are splitting up pretty good.
I think Sigma's going to be absolutely frothing. I see 2 competitors with a Valde. I know Sigma's a big industrial fan of the Valde, and I see 2 competitors with it on their guns right now. So I think she'll be sitting back loving it.
Love to see it. Yeah, I don't think I ever see Sigma out of Valde on. Raid is hot now, guys. So basically, our competitors, you see Fool just moving out of his bush. It looks like he's just hung back a little bit. He's let these others push in. Rocket straight up into East Wing on Resort. Looks like he's, wonder if he'll check 110 there for a cheeky LEDX as well. Wacko looks like he's just taking a look around for some other players here off the west edge towards Rock Passage of Resort. He might be going straight for West End this time. And Rio's taking his time around the fence, so it looks like he might be trying to head down towards maybe, gas station and things like that down to Pier.
Well, Ryan might be doing the old take his time, rotate around, kill some stuff, and then come back once it's all clear. So it's not a dumb play from Ryan. He might be able to get some PMCs that are doing stashes on the outside of the map and stuff, and avoid some of the boys in Resort, because we got Wacko in West right now, which is a smart play. He ran straight along. He's going to get his USB straight into the PC, which is good bonus points. And Rocket is in admin, I believe. So, and is that a DVL? I think Rocket has a DVL on his back. Hold on. If he's got a DVL on his back, I'm going to have to go change my pants. Oh, I needed
just
to check
waiting
his
for a
inventory.
confirmation on the DVL here.
I need a confirmation. But yeah, I see ZZ is still chilling at spawn. I don't know if he's trying to do shooter born from here or what. I don't know.
It's all right. Wacko looks like he's up on the west wing roof right now, just coming to place the first Wi-Fi camera up there. Just checking those stairs, seeing if there's anyone down there as well. This is going to be interesting because Rocket's currently he's currently up on the 3rd floor here, I think, or second floor or 3rd floor at the moment. He may have actually heard some of that noise there. He's just taking a peek. Actually, he's over in West now. He's opening 301. So these guys are both in West Wing right now.
Oh, this might be smart from
Wacko's
Wacko here.
going to
If he heard
potentially
the
have heard
door,
him.
yeah, if he hears the door, he might camp this out.
So we see him just sitting on the stairs here now, just having a listen.
Nah, Wacko's going to want to fight here. This is going to be good. It's going to be up. Oh, no, Rocket's going to go up the metal stairs. He might hear this.
Oh,
Wacko
wow.
Does Wacko hear the metal? He doesn't.
He does. He's just thrown a grenade out, but...
Grenade, he's on bottom floor. So Wacko's going to rotate up to 2nd. Oh, this is again where we can see how close people get to each other.
I wonder what floor I'm gonna hear.
I'm very impressed to see these guys swap.
So now they're both... Oh, this is crazy.
I've got an idea. Might be a bad idea, but
Alright, so that's Rocket smashing some windows out now.
What's the luck that we run into randoms on our left? The timing should be about right. We could just get sniped head ears, but it's fine.
Alright.
Actually, this might be... ZZ, if he keeps moving towards admin, might catch Wacko out here as well. Oh, no.
Cheeky. Cheeky.
He just...
No way.
Wacko just head tap a...
Who was... Oh.
Wow,
He
I'm
head
not
tapped
sure
a
here.
PMC
We'll
up
have a
on the
look.
sniper rock.
What a cheeky...
They're going to be very close to each other now. ZZ and Wacko is going to be very close to each other. ZZ's going to check if Rock Passage is up. I think he's had enough of this raid already. He wants out. But this might be timing, and Wacko might get caught off guard here.
Oh, my heart is fucking pounding to go get that tag.
You got this, dude. Keep breathing.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh, this could be timing
What's up,
here. Wacko's going to jump up on the rock.
I'm just
ZZ's going to come up and have timing on him here.
Gameplay is to be out of position Like, I don't want to be in any kind of like, oh yeah.
We've also
people are
seen
gonna-
Rocket go up onto the
It's gonna
east
be a big
roof
fight.
You know what I mean?
before
Like, I wanna be out of
Wacko
position
climb these rocks
from
as well.
Everyone.
I don't
Absolutely.
think
So
ZZ's
I
going to
think-
get him with timing. ZZ
Oh, no.
is...
This isn't
So
even
here we
a
go.
place of ours.
This is
That's
another
not even
player
one
that
of the
Wacko's picked up
boys.
here now.
I don't know why I thought it would be.
That's some good points for Wacko.
Well, I think I saved someone's life by taking
If
him
Wacko
out,
goes in
so-
admin and starts getting his points here, Wacko's had a good raid. He's ran into some PMCs, can get his points down.
do that,
ZZ's
Actually,
just taking his time here. Just check rock passage. So rock passage is up.
welcome to the stream,
We're
everyone.
gonna have to push it, aren't we?
I wonder if
we're gonna
Fool's been able to
try
hear
to
any of
play
that
a
other
bit slow, a little
Wacko
bit
running
slow.
around there and stuff with these GSSHs on.
We have done some
Oh,
work
they are
already.
very
We could
close to
be
each other
going
right
in admin,
now.
I'm gonna go for it.
ZZ's probably going to...
I think if there's
Maybe?
someone in admin, it's GG's.
Oh my god, these... Nah, they're going to miss each other again with the timing. Wacko's going to get into admin
Yep.
and safe from ZZ.
Please, ZZ, don't kill me if you're in here.
Oh, that is
So
crazy.
Wacko thinks
They're
that ZZ
he's
might even
literally-
be in admin.
You need to get on that other rock, but you can only see one.
He's missed him by
side.
seconds. Absolute seconds. So
That is
Fool's
nuts.
actually keeping an eye on some of these roofs here.
Hold on, Rocket's got the... Oh, unbelievable. How good's the DVL?
Love
the
the
green
DVL.
demon. Oh. Chad, if you haven't gotten around the DVL, get around it. Beautiful gun. Unbelievable. Ryo is still down to the broken houses down near Blue Fence. He's just taking his time around the map, which is not a dumb play. He can get some scab points and under some pants. But
And I mean,
Wacko-
we saw this strategy work last night for Usk. You know, take his time, go and pick up some of those players, and then come into resort once all the carnage had finished up there. So, you know, this could work out really well for him.
Oh, this could be timing here again. ZZ and Wacko might end up fighting each other finally. Oh,
And Rocket
Rocket
Legs
and
just
Ryo
still
might run into each other as well.
shift W everywhere.
Yeah, Rocket and Ryo are about to run into each other. Ryo might see Rocket run out as well. They're both gonna. There's gonna be two fights.
They're just over
Keep
the
your
same
seatbelts
little
on,
hill
chat.
from each other.
Keep your seatbelts on, chat. This is about to be wild.
Yeah, we got Fool hearing some noise here. Wacko looks like he's taking on another player here.
We're gonna get in a fight. There's no computers down here.
Ryan and Rocket still just heading straight into each other, just
These two are
completely
about to
unaware that
bump
they
into each
exist at
other.
the moment.
Ryo might hit Rocket first, which depending because Rocket doesn't have an Rocket has an ulti on.
It looks
So
like he
Ryo
has
might
at the
hit
moment.
Rocket.
And he has.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no, the
no.
Vector up close. That is a very,
Dude.
very.
Not expecting
Rocket is
someone
in
to
a bad place.
That was a really good
Oh.
effort from Ryo, though. He's taken Rocket down to 69 HP. That was a fantastic effort from him
unlucky.
there. He played that well, but just the fire rate, 7 N31s in that Vector, it's hard to beat sometimes. So really good effort from Ryo there. Let's see.
So we'll leave
Wacko's out of
Rocket to
admin.
leave Rocket to put himself back together like a bad jigsaw puzzle. And we got ZZ and Wacko still in resort. Wacko is in East Wing now. He's gone away from ZZ. So Wacko's probably going to make his way to the roofing, try and get his camera down. ZZ hasn't placed an item yet, so ZZ's just taking his time.
Rocket's still just
Grabbing the
sprinting
keys.
here with no legs.
Fuck yeah.
I wonder if these guys are eventually going to fight. They're just very, very close to each other, and then they rotate away and then catch up again.
Let's go. Oh, dude.
Surely they bump into each other, or there's some
We're
noise
doing-
there.
doing
Look, if
that-
there's
Alright, we'll
a
check
fair
some,
maybe that can force
check
one of
some
these
bags.
players to engage, it's a really good opportunity
So diaries,
for you know,
USBs,
Fool or Wacko to then push onto that fight and maybe clean up both.
Put that to there. And SSDs, that's okay.
Alright, Rocket set himself up in the old little shoreline shoreline pier there, just snipped his legs back on. And Fool just listening out.
Just too much.
We have 20 minutes.
I think ZZ hears his zone 6 times over because he wears GSSHs. I think that's why he's hearing stuff.
He was there for a long time, so it's you know, whether he's heard something or he's just waiting to make sure somebody else wasn't holding another angle close by. It's not the sort of play you see out of ZZ. He's normally the one to engage and push the fight. So definitely interested to see him with those different strategies.
Well, I mean, he might not be confident in Shoreline. He really only plays a lot of labs, so he's got the nerves going, and he's also hearing stuff, so he might just be a bit like thrown off by the map a bit. So he's just taking his time, but these two might eventually fight. Wacko is he's found a Panama hat. You beaut. So he's on the 3rd of East still. These guys might eventually fight, depending if ZZ goes to west or east, leaving admin. So we'll see what happens. Rocket Legs is still up top right. He's doing arts and crafts. Good job, Rocket. Ryo left you in a good state. But Wacko might hear ZZ if he runs over as well. Pre-fire.
Thinks he's maybe seen someone up there, but just a cautious pre-fire there.
Oh my god. I'm gonna use that tree as cover.
Oh, Wacko's having so far very consistent raids. He's looking really good tonight.
And consistency is what you need, right? Like, if you remain consistent on every one of these maps, if you have a bad map for any reason, you get killed early or anything like that, you know, it just gives you the advantage to be able to just soak that up and push harder on the next map as well without falling too far behind.
ZZ is in East Wing with Wacko. So depending which way he rotates down,
risking it,
he's gonna hear it here. Oh no!
There it is.
Oh no!
That's Wacko taken down by
goes down to ZZ.
Oh, GG.
Unfortunate Wacko.
Yeah, it was.
So that's.
Yeah, Will. I won't skip through it.
Middle stairs have claimed lives in all three of these raids so far, I think.
Wouldn't be close. Why'd you go down those stairs?
I mean, he's still got all his items down, so it's not a bad raid for Wacko. He got all his items down. Right? He got a PMC kill, so it's still a decent raid. I wouldn't be upset if I was Wacko.
Oh, you got it all? Yeah.
Absolutely. That's it's definitely where you want to be. And hopefully we can see Full get some of these items down as well. It looks like Rocket's just testing to see where the pier is actually open.
Oh, Rocket! He bought a yacht. Rocket's bought a nice yacht, and he's on his way out of Tarkov. See you later, mate. Enjoy your trip.
Rocket's actually looking for the extract. Interesting.
Yeah.
Always the risk, though,
So
right?
Rocket...
You can stay in as hard as you can to the very end, but if there's other players lurking around with the same angle or the same idea, then you could very well get stuck running into extract against another one of the competitors.
Why am I not looking at it? It's like
so Rocket got shot at before he got out. Then
everybody else. Two other players.
Thank you, brother.
Good call, Rocket. Alright, so Rocket's out.
I ain't going down those fucking stairs.
Someone was watching me the whole time because I was getting shot at while I was running over.
There we go, full talking about the dares of stairs.
Stairs and die. They're fucking cursed.
They're cursed, although full Rocket push both of those stairs.
Like apart from the competitors in Resort, it's been a pretty quiet raid for Resort. We saw like Train and that run into a bunch of PMCs here last night, so it's been a pretty quiet raid.
Absolutely, and I mean we might have a lot of the other players. Shoreline's a really popular spot to just go in and hit up a few of those stashes, chuck some tunes on, go and do some stash runs, maybe hit up Village and check a few jackets and things like that. The guys could have just gotten lucky and or unlucky that maybe a few of those players were deciding to go and do that tonight because we saw the one extra PMC on that sniper rock there that Wacko took out. Rocket was copping a shot there towards the end as he was trying to extract, but there's not been a lot of evidence of other players.
And I gotta get his tag, right?
So I'm just being told here in chat that Wacko's actually cosplaying as ZZ tonight.
Well, yeah, ZZ's beard just fell off. I don't know, did it move house or something? I don't know, he got sick of him.
All right, just going out to touch this body, grab this tag. Quickly back in.
I'm pretty confident everyone's pissed off.
So Fool's lucky he'll be able to just get these last few objectives down. And hopefully get a successful extract.
Well, yeah, we're just left with ZZ giving us the lovely sound of GSSHs moving through resort and taking us to extract once he places down these last items.
Computer in here?
Well, a quick check for a blue key card in 112.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming.
No, but there's definitely one there.
Oh, he's gonna see
One's big
gonna
and
see
good as
someone
well.
else's USB in here too.
There we go,
Plonk.
one flash drive in. And which I believe
What are the
leaves
chances that we
his
all
west
go
wing
for the
camera
same
now.
fucking-
That's it, Fool. Just bringing up the thought of, you know, the chance of everybody running into the same computers to go and put their items down.
Seems quite...
Open it up, ZZ. Open it up. You're okay, mate. So I'm going to see all the points once ZZ gets out. I think Wacko's still had a good raid, and ZZ's obviously probably going to extract from this unless he runs into a head have.
Sorry, prep, is it?
Or a player that's in the raid late, but it'll be interesting to see the points after this. Oh, he's got the other two cameras there.
Good practice.
There we go. Camera down. 13 and a half minutes left in raid. Look, we might even just see him try and, well, and that's what he's just talking about now, just trying to go and find some of those scavs. So it might be a rotation through cottage and you know, scav island, gas station, all that sort of stuff down to down on the way down through the tunnel, I guess. But Fool only knows that one other competitor has been taken out at this point. And, you know, we saw Rocket already come through, clean out all of power down there, so there's probably no point heading down that way.
It's like all you can see. Where am I gonna get Dari or USB?
I think that was a good strategy out of Rocket, though. Honestly, just straight, absolute, headed straight into the resort. Got the objectives done, planted all of those items. I think probably the quickest we've ever seen some of those competitors do it. Pick off a few scavs as well, and just really extract points. You know, with that lead that he'd already acquired from labs, securing points here and just remaining consistent all the way through is certainly a really good strategy out of Rocket. So.
Well, I mean, he's doing that Australian saying that we all like to use is he's not here to fuck spiders, you know what I mean? He's just in and out of the raid, gets everything done, and gets the points.
Diaries or SSDs here?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Tetrises.
Exactly.
Oh, Tetris.
Oh.
Thank you.
Nice.
Fucking what's the
Don't mind the old Tetris, although these days they're a bit
Oh my god, is that that's
shitter.
a Gangnam Style.
Oh, don't bring that up. You're gonna summon all the Reddit boys.
Beep, beep, beep. Back the mud truck up. Is there a bonus? What's the bonus extract? Like points or?
Just getting out, ZZ. The bonus extract is just getting out of the raid, champion. Let's do it.
North and get out, or go. And how much time do I have? 5 minutes.
You have 11 minutes and 14 seconds.
Alright, could go.
Yeah,
on-
no
That's
way
later
here,
on
mate.
when you hit the wee woo button 4 times like our friend Tube 404 did.
I just hope we don't end up. Last night was good, very minimal wee woo, and tonight I'm just hoping
No
we
wee-woos.
no record for wee woos tonight.
Probably already killed them all.
There we go. That was the other record I was thinking about earlier. Was the Tube wee woo record. 4 times,
Points
single
for 5
raid.
scavs. I reckon I could
Unreal.
get 5 scavs.
I'll tell my grandkids about that record.
But that's assuming they're not already dead. Which I think they're already
Right, so we can see
So
full
we've got
down
a
there
live
on
update on the
23 points.
scores. Rocket on 35. So Rocket's still consistent. He's got that little booster from the labs raid. So if he didn't pop off in that labs, it would still be pretty close, and it is still close. 35, 24, and ZZ's not out, so he should go up to around 28 if he gets out of the raid.
10 minutes.
Absolutely. So if he can make it out, he's all good. 10-minute call from Battle Mod there.
Either that or we're gonna run into another player scav.
So just concerned about some of these player scavs and other players kicking around. You know, we haven't seen a lot of evidence of them up at Resort. Full doesn't know that though, but you know, there's always the concern with the information he's got. It's been quiet, and when it's too quiet in Tarkov, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes there's no players, but other times it means there is a squad of 4 or 5 kicking around, just waiting for you on your path on the way to extract. Still just looking out at power here to see if there's any scavs there. He's just not aware that the rockets come through and cleared all those out already.
Done. We'll go down to the pier.
The chat while we're waiting for ZZ to get out of the raid. This beautiful man makes his way to extract. If you guys haven't followed Evasion on Twitter or Instagram or checked out the new website, make sure you guys do that. Awesome content, and the guys always keep it updated. Twitter's probably the best place to get your updates, so make sure you guys go hit up all their socials. Check it out. These guys are awesome, and they help us out with all these events, so make sure you guys give them some love.
Oh, fuck.
All right, finally some scavs. That's it. What were you saying last night, Red? Accuracy through quantity?
Accuracy through volume.
That's it.
I was a PMC killing scavs at Dawns.
All right, just getting a little bit of a look over towards cottages now. Still no sign of Sanitar at Pier
like
or
bad
Resort.
news. You can have those scavs. I'll have my scavs. We'll be happy.
Full just negotiating with the with his imaginary PMC friend on the map at the moment, dividing up, organising who can have the scavs. I'll take him on, I'll take the player scavs on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I've got poker night on Friday and all that sort of stuff. So just working up that split.
I think ZZ is going to go down the gas station, grab himself a 4 and 20 pie and an ice break, mate. I think that's what he's going to do. Take your time, ZZ. 7 minutes left, plenty of time to run to the 7-Eleven and grab yourself a snack.
We're going to run into each other at Extract, I think.
The old Soso and the Chalky Milk, mate.
Oh, unbelievable.
Now we thought we heard some shots coming towards Rocket as he was trying to extract here, so there's a good chance that Full heading down here is not going to run into too much, or maybe he's going to run into this other player, But there's still plenty of good opportunity for all those bonus items we're talking about. There's filing cabinets and safes and things all the way up here, which are definitely worth checking. But we're just hearing some sounds now, actually, which hopefully will end up in a fight.
PMC's worth like 5 points. It's either a player scav or if it's one of the comp boys.
Just listening in now for these other shots to happen.
Yeah, I think we can almost just, sit back. Then ZZ's luscious voice can just take us to extract. I don't think he's going to run into much trouble here unless he runs into a player scav along down near the Scav Island. But yeah, I think he's still worried about some of the PMCs still being around the map and running into the extract.
One more shoot. Come on, shoot for me one more time.
I mean, I think at this point you just need to either commit to extracting or commit to investigating this noise that he thinks here, and he's still just so on the fence about this right now.
He's definitely inside there.
Push it, ZZ. Get the points, mate.
Well, Sanitar could be there. No one checked cottages, so
Absolutely, we haven't seen a look in there yet, so you know
I mean, he
it might
doesn't
not
have
just
time.
be a
He's got
PMC.
5.5 minutes. He's got 5.5 minutes, so he's got to really make a decision here what he's going to do.
You're probably right, actually.
Just be a
5
place
minutes
guy as
is
well.
not a lot of time to deal with
He's got
Sanitar
all his items
and his
down.
boys.
Five minutes.
Copy.
All right, 5-minute call from Battlemod.
That call just convinced him just to get out. He's had a good raid. He's got all the items down. He's got a PMC kill. Just get those extract bonus points and reset yourself.
He lives.
I mean, it's 5 points either way, right? You got 5 points for extract, or you got 5 points that you'll maybe get from Sanitar with probably not enough
He doesn't
time to
have
get
time,
out.
though.
So it's
Really
5 points for
interesting.
free,
Yeah.
or it's 5
Tarkov's
points
another
working
players
hard for it.
Now, what'll be heartbreaking here is a bit of 7.5 mil buckshot straight to the scone. So I hope that doesn't happen to him from a scav.
This is done.
Well, you see that pretty often, right? That scav catches me out a fair bit. There's one that spawns in near the... Or there's actually a couple that spawn in here. All with the buckshot, hiding behind the ambulance. So as soon as you get close, they just pop out. Want 'em, Suka. Chat definitely agreeing that Sanitar at the cottages is the worst. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I think that's one of the hardest places to try and fight him.
You shoot him and he just starts doing laps, putting stims in his arm. He's a crackhead.
I can do. I need more beer.
All right, looks like ZZ's getting out with all objectives placed. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. So, yeah,
I mean, that was still a
I think
good
he's done
raid
all
for
he could
ZZ.
do there. Absolutely. And we'll just get these battle mods. We'll just put the they'll put the scores all together for us. Make sure that everything's all correct, and we'll have a look where our second raid of the night has left us. I think there was some good strategies out of the guys tonight. Rio just taking off and running around the outside, taking that slower approach. I guarantee he was wanting to go into resort a little bit later when that had finally chilled out, but unfortunately just ran into Rocket there and just head first into a 7N31 packed Vector is never a good time.
I mean, if
but,
Ryo was still on that ridge across from him, he probably had a better chance. But being like on top of each other like that, the Vector's definitely the better gun. And he would have heard Rocket before because Rocket had that ult on and Ryo had the headset. So it's just an unfortunate fight. He had 60 HP left after that fight. So it would have been interesting to see if Ryo got that kill on Rocket. But hey, that's hindsight, and it's just unlucky for Ryo, who's still on 5 points. We have Rocket on 35. Wacko on 24 and ZZ on 29. So the scores are still very close going to the next one. Ryo can still come back from this here. I wouldn't feel disheartened. And ZZ looked a bit upset after that raid, but he still had a good raid. He got 1 PMC kill. He got all his items down, so it's still very close scores.
I mean, what he needs to realise here is that Rocket was only 6 points ahead of him in that Labs raid. Rocket's still only 6 points ahead of him now. You know, they're tied 1 for 1 on scoring for Shoreline there. So they both had an equally good raid. Wacko had, you know, a really good raid as well, unfortunately, just going down to fall on those stairs there. The metal stairs, mate, claiming the 3rd victim for the Oceanic solo battles so far.
The worst part is we can see it coming from ages away. You're like, okay, he's going to go down the stairs. We've got 1 bottom floor, and it's just a death waiting to happen. And don't use the metal stairs. Just go down the normal stairs or just jump off the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. Snipping under one of the balconies is probably a safer move. So we're just getting our PMCs geared up for the next map. Hopefully, hopefully these guys can keep pushing. The one thing I want to stress, though, you know, Ryo's not out by any stretch of this at all, right? He's had a bad raid here. It only takes any of the other competitors to have an equally bad raid as well. But you know, looking at some of the maps that we've got coming up as well, you know, it's just he will absolutely still be in the running There's some huge point maps there. And Reserve, our last map of the night, 59 points available on that one has been our highest score so far. So, it's still anyone's game, and we could definitely see that change over. I think looking at these scores though, second map in, I think we're going to see a wildcard change hands tonight.
Yeah, the boys have looked consistent. Wacko and Fool are consistent. Rocket's very consistent at the moment as well. I think, that wild card's going to leave Harmsy's poor little hands. But, hey, he's held on to it. I was surprised he held on to it last night. But Wolfie was unlucky in that interchange raid to be DQ'd. So it'll be interesting to see how these scores end up by Reserve.
Absolutely. It's just, it's Tarkov, right? It's anyone's game. But yeah, as Red said earlier as well, guys, make sure you go and check out the Evasion website. We've got a bunch of stuff listed on there. Obviously, links through to the merch, but all of our Season 4 challenges are available on there, so you can jump through those, have a look at all of the rule sets for the solo battles, duo battles, upcoming trios and things like that as well. Find out when they all are, see some of the previous brackets and points and everything, see where everyone placed, and also have a look at our competitive team. You get a bit of info on those socials and links through to all of the Evasion competitive team. Streamer spotlights we do as well, and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you go and check it out. Make sure you go and click on a bunch of those links in there. We can see you, Red Ops, in there as well. Make sure you go and click on all his links. Follow him on Twitter, follow him on Insta, and certainly on Twitch as well if you haven't done already. And just having a look at this amazing merch here. Jerseys, hoodies, baseball shirts, caps, all that sort of stuff. Go and check out this site. So evasion.gg/merch, and you guys will have some amazing opportunity to go and purchase some of this merch. We deliver worldwide, and basically, you can get a nice jersey with your name on it, delivered straight to your door. And Red, you've got one of these jerseys already, mate. What do you think of it?
Slick. That's all you need to know. Slick, lightweight. It's sexy. Wear it out on a date. Next time you and your partner go on a date, wear the jersey with your name on it. People are like, whoa, that dude's fresh. It's just good shit. But no, I definitely want to get amongst that camo shirt and the jumper. I think that's my two next purchases. It's awesome quality stuff, and it comes pretty quick from NA to OC as well, which is good.
Yeah, always impressed. Look, it's certainly faster than Ozpost, guys, so get on it. All sizes and everything available, and yeah, definitely faster than Australia Post. So make sure you guys go and check it out. So next map, Red.
Bit of cops and robbers. Let's get amongst it. All right, chat. We're going interchange. We're going to do cops and robbers. So we're going to have the robber again, who has to get 200k in goods to fence, which is always good to watch. Toast Rack, shout out to you, mate. And the other guys will be cops. They can bring out any loadout with no GLs, no Reapers, no run-throughs. They all must have blackjack backpacks. 2 stims max, 2 grenades max. The killer is a walking letterbox. He's extra 5 points. Extract is extra 5 points. Bonus 10 points for, obviously, if you kill the robber or if the robber gets out with 200k. And then the normal PMC kills 3 points with a tag. Scav kills are 1 point. This map is awesome. I love this game mode. It's gonna be interesting to see who the robber is. Someone like Rocket, for example, who plays a lot of interchange. It'd be interesting to see him as a robber, because I know he just pushes through the map and tries to kill everything on it. So it'd be interesting to see. We don't know who the robber is. We won't know because they get a secret little message saying, "Hey, unlucky mate, you're looting up for the rest of the raid while the other boys get the frag out." So it'd be good to see. Who do you think will be the robber for this one?
I don't know who it will be, but I'll tell you right now, I think I'm with you. If Rocket's the robber, I think it's gonna throw him off a little bit. I really think it is. We've seen him non-stop sprinting the entire tournament so far. Not to say that doesn't make a good robber, but PvP is where it's at for him. So knowing the value of a wrench or a propane or something like that defense, I don't know what they're worth. It's certainly going to be something that would maybe throw him off as well. So it's always good to see a player get thrown into a situation that's out of their element, and players that come out the other side of that are really skilled players. So I'd be interested to see how he handles it.
I was thinking we could have the robber here. If it is Rocket, for example, him pushing Killer and just killing him and getting out with his gear. Because I'm pretty sure here all of Killer's gear sells for 200k defense, and it'd be the quickest interchange raid we ever see. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And if power gets turned on, if he's got an 11 SR and things like that as well, that could be a, 10-minute in and out, grab all the stuff, huge value, and get out as well. So it's... it's definitely a good strategy, and one we haven't seen yet. But you know what? 2 for 2, we've watched the robber go in, grab a bunch of items, and just have a really nice old stroll straight out of the map with a beautiful extract. And we've seen the other PMCs come in, run into a lot of trouble inside the actual Ultra Mall there, fighting each other and all that sort of stuff. And the robber, mate, he's always just had a really chill time, go and pick a few items up, have a check around some of the stashes, get a bit of fitness in, and sip of the old martini and find their way to extract. So huge points here, but just, massive points on the table here, because it's obviously bonus points if the robber can get the value and get out. But if they get killed, it's 10 points they don't get, but it's also 10 points their opponent gets. So it's bridging that gap of, 20 points there sometimes, which, if Ryo, for example, takes out the robber and gets out, fantastic.
He's back in it.
That's enough. He's back in it. Straight away in one raid, he's back in it. So, definitely some huge chance here. We have had a player previously. Now, the name is just beyond me at the second, but we have had a player previously in the More Cops and Robbers who got in, smashed Killer, got all the gear from Killer, hit a few tech stores, and did 500,000 rubles worth of loot to fence in 10 minutes. So, it's definitely possible, and it's, absolutely, it'd be amazing. Weapons are a huge one here. We saw Toastrak picking up a few weapons last night. He actually had a brilliant strategy of coming in with a bunch of rigs. Thank you, Garlem. The Blue Dude was the guy. But yeah, we saw Toast coming in with a bunch of rigs and things like that, and really just took advantage of fitting as much loot as he can. Chat, we will also mention, if you figure out who the robber is, absolutely all good, and we'll obviously talk about it here on stream, but it won't be discussed until the raid is hot. And we also request as well that just a reminder that our competitors are only aware of what's happening in front of them. If they're the last person in raid, make sure you're not saying that in chat. No metagaming, things like that, because it really can change the outcome of these games. And obviously, it's still awesome just seeing, we're aware that they're the last one in, but they're in their sweat, and there's still 3 other guys on this map. I haven't run into anyone, and the stakes are really, really high for them. So make sure there's no metagaming in there. By all means, go in and give them some support, show them some love. Make sure while they're loading up now, even jump in, go and chuck each of them a follow. We'll get those links up in chat for you there, so you can just click those and follow on through. But make sure you go and show some love to some of these amazing content creators.
All right, so I think we're about to spawn in here on interchange. We're about to find out who the robber is.
Fantastic.
All right, so the boys are in.
Go.
They've actually got a good spawn to split up. This is actually not a bad spawn, so the boys can either go inside, rotate down towards power, or go down towards the highway. So it's not the worst spawn. ZZ's doing the tactic. It's pretty smart. You just sit and let everyone else rotate away. Rocket's got his M1A, so he's got the partner pleaser out. ZZ's still running the M4 with the Valde. Ryo is we'll wait till he stops on the
Izzy, thanks for the follow.
on the running sticks. So he's got a M4 as well. And then I'm pretty sure Wacko will be running either the HK or the M4.
Absolutely. And it looks like Rocket just absolutely committing to this sprint and the Alton play here. So I'll be interested to see if he even stops for a second in this.
So Ryo's just sending it straight in. I don't mind this play at all. He's got no long sight on. He's just got a holo with an M4, and he looks like he's just ready to get in there and frag. Could be a big risk for him, but hopefully it pays off. He might frag out now. So raid is now hot. So these boys are free to go.
No, you are.
All right.
Cheeky Rocket.
So we might get an indication if we see some inventories here really shortly as to who the robber is. I mean, it was pretty quick to tell, right, with Toast Rack last night, obviously with those rigs inside, but yeah, haven't seen any evidence just yet of who it might be.
Toast backpack looked like a toll removalist truck
Yo,
when he
Stormy,
opened up
thank
last
you for
night.
the
He had
follow.
all that extra shelving and stuff. It was just wild.
Absolutely. ZZ maybe with the stash run play here, just checking that that this Emacom side here is all clear before he starts making a move to stashes. We see Rocket actually still running around the perimeter of this map. He's moving into the back of power here, and if we see him go for this stash here right now, which he is, chat, is Rocket our robber?
He's got a DVL still. Oh,
Chip.
mate.
I love to see
Oh,
it.
dude. Rocket is absolutely doing me a favor on a Sunday night. Holy demon. The fact he's holding on to that is just...
The other guys ran the way that I normally go, so I'm trying to reset my spawn.
Okay. So, Rocket's explained that he's trying to
Back in
reset
the
his
right
spawn pretty
headspace.
much. Oh, he's got a PMC straight up with 2 heavy bleeds. That is... Was that a
That's
player
not a
or a
good position to
scav?
be in. I couldn't see well enough there. We'll find out in a second. But that fire back taken off both the arms. I mean, it may very well have been a scav.
Yeah, no worries, Scav.
Right,
Thank
bleeds.
you for just ripping both his arms off like Woody from Toy Story and then giving him 2 heavy bleeds. It's just a great start to the raid.
All right, Rocket's still not
He
slowing
might have
down,
another-
though. Just absolutely taking this fight. Just getting a look,
Judging by
frag
the
to
fight, they
push
are
a bit of movement in there.
PMCs.
Yeah, this is not the fight you would approach like this with scavs.
I don't know. Some scavs at the moment have made me do this.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't disagree with that.
I think he's going to drop his bag here. No, he's going to stitch. So we'll leave Rocket to do some arts and crafts. We got ZZ is finishing a few beers in a shed somewhere with no mattress on his bed. We got Ryo who's in the thick of stuff right outside the tech stores. He's punching on straight away.
So front of Ollie, we saw Train last night pushing a Texco and just have teams come from both sides and really catch her in the middle there, unfortunately, and she did really well. But this is a really tricky spot to be in. With the value of GPUs and all that sort of stuff, it's massive. We got Wacko as well heading through to power here, so we might actually find that Rocket and Wacko are going to bump heads.
Wacko's going straight in front of Rocket here, and I don't think the timing is just going to be off. He's not going to see him.
He won't hear him with that ult on,
this-
so
The timing
This
here
is
is
where I
just
wanted to
nuts.
go,
Where
'cause now at least I'll be near 2 spawns, and the boys are gonna
Oh,
come past me.
right there is where
And
you
he's
just
just
see the
past him.
timing of raids. Yep.
So now I'm technically
Wow.
in front of.
all right,
all the
Rocket
teams.
re-engaging with this
I don't know if
PMC
that's-
here in power. Looks like he's just dropped
Oh,
him.
Wacko hears that. Wacko hears that. Rocket's outside, but he sees him.
That's a fuck up.
And this is bad news for
He might-
Rocket
That guy's got a
because
sight, I'm
Wacko's
basically
aware
dead.
Rocket's not at all that there's another player looking down on him now. Well,
Oh, and
shot
he's
taken
shot.
there. He's going to know.
So now ZZ so now Rocket knows that Wacko is up on the ridge watching, which is dangerous because Wacko does not have any sights, and Rocket obviously has that DVL. If he
noob
pulls out that DVL and
sits up
pops
here,
Wacko,
All right, so it looks like
I think I
here
found the robber.
Wacko thinks he's found the robber,
Oh.
but I'm still thinking that maybe Rocket isn't the robber here because he was talking about just resetting his
Surely.
spawn. He just wanted to
How'd you know
come
it was
in
me, Az?
other side from the guys.
oh, this is going to be tense.
Oh,
Mate, I seem. Oh no, he's seen him there.
oh.
The only problem thing that's going to let down Wacko here is the MP7 with the drop off at range.
Is he gonna check this spot? I hope not.
So if Rocket checks his spot, Wacko's in trouble. If not, Wacko
Yeah,
might be
my
able to
name's
pick off
different
Rocket
right now.
here.
I feel like he will. I feel like you will.
If he studied up on previous seasons, Reddy, they might actually remember you taking shots at me out of this very container.
I mean, it's actually a pretty good spot to sit up in. The people do not check it. Yeah, it's actually a very advantageous spot to pick people off who are trying to camp out power or trying to rotate through. So Wacko here is going to move away. Doesn't hold the spot. Oh.
It's just giving Rocket enough time to put the rest on.
He might rotate along here to the back of Goshan and then get him when he tries to go down the road.
Well,
I'm going to assume that the boys have sights, so...
We're being told that Ryo is currently in a fight as well, so there's just so much action to watch. But I think we'll stay here with. Now we're going to go back to all three. So Ryo's in the thick of it. He's upstairs outside the clothing stores fighting. ZZ is making his way in as well. Who's in furniture? So Wacko's probably going to sit here maybe and wait until he hears.
Spot for me to be in. I want to keep an eye on him, but I also don't.
There is so much we're trying to watch here. This is nuts.
That's not going to be good for me.
Oh, Ryo's. Hey, Ryo's
Ryo's just
dead.
been
That is
taken down.
unlucky for Ryo.
Unfortunate. That's a difficult position to be in, and it looked like there was maybe more than one player there on him.
So Ryo's gone down there. I don't know if he got many kills or anything now. We didn't see much of Ryo. ZZ is now dead as well. Oh, the boys are dropping like flies.
God.
Okay, so Wacko's going to miss Rocket now because he's rotated back away and not watching the rotation.
Go,
so
Remy, thanks for the follow, bro.
Rocket's going to get a free rotation out of this, and Wacko's going to be stuck on the back docks of Idea, twiddling his thumbs.
They made this map darker.
Well, that's it. Rocket's underneath. He's on his way out now.
So we still don't know who the robber is confirmed. We haven't seen really anyone loot anything or go for it, but I'm guessing Rocket is the robber.
I don't want to leave him.
Well, I would have assumed that he would have picked up some more items within power. I think he walked past a mill cable that was in there on one of the shelves. You know, we've got the filing cabinets in there. We saw him have a look at the stash earlier, but didn't actually take the rig that was out of it.
Who knows?
You know, I'm still not sort of sure that that's his play yet here. I thought maybe it was Ryo looking for the looking for some of those tech stores, going straight into the thick of it and trying to get some of those higher value items.
I think he's going to take a different route since I shot at him anyway, so it's fine.
My money is still on Rocket being the robber. It's just he's going to take a different approach to this. I think he's just going to try and go and kill some stuff and then use that as the loot.
Change our objective.
It's not a bad thing, right? You know, if you go and kill a PMC who's got a half full bag of, you know, all the good items, they've picked all the good stuff up already, you just chuck that straight in your bag and there's probably most of the value done already. So it's, you know, as we were saying earlier, this is a really good map for watching players
that was a lot of,
really just
a lot of shots on that scan.
Do what they can to, you know, utilize their skills. Rocket's someone who's good at PvP and going through and all that, clear the map out, and look at this, he's picking up some of these items now. You're 100% right, Red. I think Rocket is our robber. So as a robber, 2 PMC kills, starting to pick up some loot.
And there's a stalemate, and surely not.
It would have been interesting to see. I think Wacko almost talked himself out of that rotation and stuff for the interaction there with Rocket.
So we're not going to.
So it would have been interesting to see if he held the angle or stayed closer to where he rotated down the road. So
it's unfortunate, and it's just, you know, again, you know, from the position that we can see it, it's insane. We knew Rocket was in a bad way down there. You know, trying to put his life back together and stuff after some of those fights, and Wacko had every opportunity to be able to push down there and take it, but it's just, you know, it's one of those things you're just not aware, unfortunately. So, you know, could be a smart move for Wacko as well, though. He's pulled back, he's still alive, he's still in the raid.
Under arrest, you have the right to remain dead.
Oh,
Just trying to remember the Miranda rights here for the arrest of the robber.
You have the right to remain dead. Thank you, Wacko.
Any loot you have taken will not be sold to fence.
Oh my god, that box scared me.
Do not pass go.
Nice tattoos, yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what Wackos go from here. He thinks he knows where the robber is, but Rocket is
of this big
just
streamer, so
deep
that you
in
can notice
PCs right now, picking up some loot.
Wow, and this is a brilliant strat, right? So Rocket's someone who said that he mains interchange, he knows it well, and we can see here this strategy. He's gone and turned off. So power's turned on. We saw Rocket turn the power on. He's gone through. He's hit the main switch, and now he's gone through and hitting these PCs. You know, the PCs are probably some of the less trafficked areas here.
I think we're gonna.
It looks like he might just avoid some of these bigger tech areas, clear out a few of these scabs and things. And he might have the opportunity to still go and try and pick up a LEDX or something out of Ultramed.
Oh.
Oh! Wacko's just dropping the dropping scabs like they're nothing.
Power's on.
So Rocket Legs is making his way back to idea side.
That's fine.
And Wacko will be pretty much below him soon. So I wonder if they'll hear each other.
They're going to get pretty close. I wouldn't be surprised here, actually, if a strategy for Rocket right now is to loot a few more of these PCs, maybe duck up the back secret stairs here, go and hit 11 SR and try and get some more loot out of there for a successful extract. If Wacko keeps moving through the underground here, we might actually find that he ends up close to this 11 SR if that gets popped in the next couple of minutes.
I'm scared. Oh, I'm gonna take this meal.
Beautiful SSD there in one of the PCs for Rocket. That's really good value.
Cheeky robber. Let's see why you get sweaty. Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't
we're sweaty.
figured it out by now, then yeah.
We're gonna need that.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be looting anything, would I?
Yeah, these PCs are just paying off big time for Rocket. We can see him just picking up lots of those circuit boards and things like that, which are, you know, easy 3 or 4K each.
Get sweaty with it.
So Raya died upstairs in this raid, and ZZ died in downstairs near tech source. There's still some PMCs kicking around, so
that you know.
I wonder if
thank you for lying about it. It's kind of what Lauren does when she's like, "Oh yeah, heat. Oh yeah." It definitely goes longer than 5 minutes, and I'm like,
yeah, no, there definitely could still be some engagements here for sure, and obviously no confirmation on if Killer's up yet or not, or if he's been taken out already.
Yeah, we just look. The sweat is real. Oh my god, the mannequin. I definitely am sweating.
The Wacko's just getting scared by a mannequin. It's going to be interesting to see if he runs into Rocket.
Oh look, if I go up there,
It's crazy how focused these guys are right now, though. Just on their chats, on their gameplay. You know, I don't think these guys have got a chance to really look at anything else.
Thanks for the follows. Why would you go?
Alright, so Rocket just moving through to Burger here now.
Easter was pretty chill, man. Just hanging out with the family.
And going for the SWAT of the 11 SR.
You've got a solid score.
Which just preps that extract here, and we've got Wacko still heading up in that direction.
Nice, I rated.
Oh,
man, we're having a good time.
So Rocket's still upstairs, top. Jacob and Jacob. So he might run into the guys that killed Ryo, but I'm probably guessing by now those guys would have rotated out of the map. Oh, he's pulled it out. Oh, the Green Demon.
Green Demon, just checking those rafters up the top there, up by the bay windows, making sure nobody's sniping down. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen him hit the switch. He's turned off all the alarms. I would not be surprised if we saw Rocket hit, go down, just clear all this area, make sure it's safe, go down, hit Keeper, and jump straight down that hole and get out to extract.
Who was the robber?
Hey, I can hear you again, Trent.
You can. There we go. That's the right scene we wanted there.
Always a pleasure. So ZZ, if you are listening, mate, I can give you the information that Rocket Legs is the robber. He has a bag full of PC parts. But yeah, Wacko is... So Wacko's back upstairs now. They're gonna
Looks like he's taking on these other players.
The
get out of here.
Rocket's about to come behind Wacko here. Oh, that is heavy damage.
That's a very close
That's
grenade.
a good nade.
These guys are straight onto each other now.
Oh, that was a good nade from Wacko.
Rocket's taken a lot of damage here, and from those earlier encounters, he's used all of his ETG, so he's got no other stims here. He's really got to try and put some heals back on. Although Wacko looks like he's pulled back
So
as well.
Wacko's done a good
just 'cause
rotation
he's dropped
here.
a bit of
Yeah.
damage. I believe there was still other players here that are pushing in. You hear more of those grenades happening as well. So this is a three-way fight at this stage. Wacko, Rocket, and obviously this third party here, which could be more than one player as well. This could get really, really sweaty here.
Oh, dude.
So Wacko's rotating away, which is smart. He's just trying to get a new angle on this. Rocket's probably going to end up fighting this other third party. So Wacko might hear the fight and just take his time, which is a smart rotation. Wacko was the the cream and the Oreo there, so he had to get out.
Oh no.
Where you going?
That nade, man.
All right, so we've got Wacko up near TTS and Emacom as well. He's just trying to get his way around back to the center.
So Rocket hears this M4. It's going to be an interesting fight here. Rocket's pushing the tech stores. So Wacko's pretty much rotated himself the whole way out of this fight now, which is interesting because he had sort of an advantage knowing, and with the damage he did to Rocket and knowing where he was, but I guess he just wants to play it safe and try and get out of this raid.
Definitely, and I mean, there's huge points there if you can take down this robber. It's there we go. Rocket's just found the other player here in Russ. A lot of damage being taken by Rocket now. Lost a leg. He's still just pushing this fight. Oh, he's heard that grenade come out. Retreated back up. That was lucky. Going for the re-engage. Blue laser's flicking around. That is unlucky for Rocket here. It looks like he's got no legs.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan
no
style from
ETGs,
Rocket
no
Legs here.
Propitols.
Oh, get the ice
and
cream.
Wacko's
Rocket.
actually
Lieutenant
gone
Dan
above.
style.
Wacko might actually get above this fight from the octagon. He'll be able to get the back view onto Rasmussen here. So this is a pretty tight position for this person in Russ.
I think I'm dead here, boys. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, that's gone for Rocket. So unfortunate.
That is unlucky for Rocket. Rocket cannot get the bonus points. Also, no extract points. I think he still had some good PMC kills, but that is a very tough place to be, especially as the robber. It's a he's in a hard place there. So now it's up to Wacko if he's going to rotate down on that fight. So they're in furniture and the tech stores. So Rocket's score is on 43. So if Wacko can get out of this raid, he can make up a lot of ground.
Absolutely. Extract's looking nice for him. And Wacko's not aware yet, but 11SR's been swiped. It's open downstairs. It's free for the taking. So Rocket, unfortunately, wasn't able to make it down there. Yeah, if Wacko can get downstairs and see that door's open, he'll have a very, very easy exit.
So that rotation for Wacko paid off, how he rotated completely out of the fight. He got himself out of the middle of the pinch. It was actually a really smart rotation. Now he's just playing acrobats up on the top of the donut.
Well, he's trying to see this back of this fight from the guy that was in Rasmussen shooting a rocket there. If he can, the graveyard that's on the other side, though, I can't wait to see his face when he gets around to the other side of Russ there on the lower floor and just sees the pile of bodies stretching from that start of Russ there all the way through to the furniture store.
That was a graveyard outside of Rasmussen then. That was nuts.
I want to find some scavs, I think. Maybe find the boys if I can.
Let a cheeky letterbox sitting inside brutally. That'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. And so long as he's packing the APSX, look, you know, MP7 will definitely take him down.
Wacko wants to take the fight here, but he doesn't know that all the boys have died pretty much to these other players on the map, so he's the only one left. He's going to be fighting other PMCs and hoping to get the extra points, but it's almost worth trying to get out of this raid and get the extra extract points. Oh, he's yelling.
What's up, Dom? How you doing, man?
Definitely annoyed that scav.
I'll just throw that out.
Just throwing out the slower there with 30 on it.
Yucky.
Down to the emergency meds.
Safe room's open.
So this will be a big fight for Wacko here. I think this.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah. This is going to be a big fight for Wacko.
Oh my god.
If he can get these PMC kills, it'll put him in a very good spot. I think he dropped that guy, maybe?
Is it a two-man?
No, he didn't.
He's been healing a lot here, and it just looking at his screen, I think he's pretty low on energy right now.
Surely not. Oh, I'm. Hold up.
Oh, mid-fight snack.
Wait a second. Pause the fight while I eat this.
Pause the fight, guys. Just hang on. I've just got to eat my MRE.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, Wacko. He popped all those meds earlier because he didn't want people taking them, and now he's starving.
Timeout.
He's copped a lot of damage here, though.
Timeout, mate. Timeout. Snacky Palaki.
Just listening, getting some more heals on still.
Dude, this man's got a long-range sight on me. Let's. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Please no. See you, mate.
Just ducking down the hole, out of the way, continuing healing.
What the nickname? And he'll now hear it daily. Oh no.
Interesting to see what's going through his head. He's done some good rotations away from pinch fights this raid.
The safe room. So
yeah, he knows the Rockets opened it.
Did he see me come down here though? Possibly. Probably not. Or he's flanking because he's not gonna. Oh, I see a scav. I'm gonna go for that.
All right, more points here just from these scavs up ahead. Good opportunity to take on what should be a pretty easy fight. Although if it's a buckshot scav from 50 meters, Wacko could be down and out pretty quick here right now.
Okay. Alright, bro. Just, like, you know, you can have my APSX. It's yours.
It's always good when you have to put all the extra bullets into the scavs. They just soak in it. They bath in your expensive ammo.
And I need to... Oh, yeah, I probably want to extract.
Catches you off sometimes. The scavs just wacky wailing and inflatable unflatable tube men everywhere. And you end up putting half the shots into their blacked out arms and nothing into their chest when you think it gets there.
To extract. Any objectives? Yeah, there is. There is objectives. It's cops and robbers, this one, Lauren. Oh my god, I'm all over the place.
I think Wacko just said he wants to take the extract here, which is... It's not a dumb move. I mean, he's got some points this raid. Get the extra extract points. Don't risk dying after he got unlucky in the shoreline raid. So
revolutionary hit rage. Yeah, dude.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
I don't want to run away from anyone.
And it looks like he's starting to make that move through to railway now.
He's not there.
Oh, he's going to change his mind. He's going to go back under and probably hunt some more
In this
scavs.
game, unfortunately. Come on now, Emma. You give him back. You give him back, mate. Awesome, he's killing it. Told you, so he would be the robber. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on. You guys are supposed to be on my side. Oh, okay. Yep, nice. Like it. Love it.
Hardened, military-trained PMC fails to jump small step. So it's just checking all these usual spots for some of these scavs. There's normally a few kicking around here underneath, some upstairs in the idea section as well, and maybe just pick up a few of these extra points on the way out. The rest of the map sounds like it's gone pretty quiet. So this fight he's pulled out from with these other players, it looks like they're probably on their way out with all of their loot and their fill.
Yeah, but did you die, Ammo?
Look, if it's a normal raid, you probably push that fight, but
okay,
it's going through his head that
I don't think
if he dies, he doesn't get the 5 extract points. He's got some kills this raid. He gets the extra extract points. He can move on to the next raid.
Find scavs somewhere, but
that's the thing when you're competing in this. It sort of puts in your head like, if I rotate out of this, I can get a free 5 points.
Right?
I can kill some scavs and get out.
I don't think they respawn.
It plays on your mind a little bit. You sort of talk yourself out of fights sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, who doesn't love a free 5 points?
Actually,
there you go.
if Tarkov permits it.
Just getting some of that stam back here now. Obviously, we saw him take a huge chunk to his energy earlier. And the last thing you want to be doing is running out of stam as you're trying to run through the open here.
Well, last night we saw Toastrak drop his armor, helmet, and gun just to get the extract because he was heavy and there was a minute and a half left. Oh, dude.
Minute and a half left, and Toastrak's running through to the extract with a bayonet in his hand, no armor.
He had no running stick left on him. It was just hard to watch.
It was scary. He only needed a player scav or something kicking around to cause him some problem, but no, he did very well.
I mean, I know he can't wait way away, but you know, he might get.
Hopefully, he got all of his stuff back on the insurance.
I do. I'm like a rabbit in this competition.
Right, so 2 minutes left for Wacko. Still plenty of time to get out.
Nah, you have to exit at a certain spot, Lauren.
And lucky enough for him, it doesn't look like he's run into any trouble here, which is really, really good. Especially at this time in raid for him, there's a good chance that a lot of other PMCs extract if they're still hanging around. Player scavs are around, all that sort of things. So
get out! Get out of here! Don't even risk it.
Please.
Yeah, good.
That's it. Flip him off.
Ho, ho, ho. Easy. Easy 5 points, out. Boys.
Very nice.
Yep, will do.
So I think Wacko had a good raid there.
Woo.
He's consistent. He's got that consistency going.
He's very consistent.
Scavs, 5
and
points. That's
consistency
10.
is key in this. You know, we've seen a lot of people do really, really well in these tournaments just purely due to consistency. So it's a really good position for him to be in. I think I'm impressed with Rocket. I think that's the first. It's certainly the first robber we've had in the Oceanic tournaments here to just see him full yeet straight in, take on every one of those fights absolutely head on. Like, he'd opened 11 SR. He had the extract open downstairs. Could have gone through and secured that one, but no, absolutely was just hungry for those points and took those fights head on, which is absolutely amazing to see.
Well, he showed the approach where he doesn't really care. He just pushes whatever, and he just ended up getting pinched in the end by the 2 guys that were in Rasmussen. So it was unlucky. He lost his legs and had heavy bleeds and no HP left. So in a different day, he probably wins that fight. He was just unlucky and took a lot of damage from the guy in Rasmussen, and took the aggressive approach as a robber, which I thought he would do if he was the robber. So he still got some good kills and some good points out of the raid. I think from Wacko extracting there, that puts him back into second. which is a good raid for him. That's consistency going into the next map. It's going to be good. It keeps the scores nice and close.
Absolutely. Well, look, it looks like we're going to have the battle mods just tally up those final scores, work out everything for that raid. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll have a look over those scores and get our contestants all ready and lined up for our fourth map of the night. And we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys shortly. Make sure you go and get a drink, head to the toilet if you need to. We'll see you shortly. And we're back. Guys, welcome back. Hopefully you went and grabbed a drink, had a quick, nice little break there. Just looking at these scores here, Red. Looks like Wacko's been able to get that extract definitely helped him get ahead of a full there. Rocket on 43 at the moment, still holding and maintaining that lead. Definitely those PMCs that he was taking out there, and obviously scavs and things like that were pretty. It's a good effort. It's a really good effort. Unfortunately, he went down in that fight there, but was able to secure some points nonetheless. Rio, unfortunately for him, man, that was just a bad position to be in, unfortunately, and still on that 7 points there. So hopefully he can find some points in the next map.
Well, yeah, we're going into the night raid, so we're going into woods, and it's going to be interesting to see how the boys come out of this one. All the frag heavy sort of maps are out of the way, apart from reserves, so scores are still very close. This is the chance for Rio to make a little bit of a comeback before reserve. I I don't think Rocket will be comfortable at nighttime woods. So I think this is a chance for the other boys to try and catch up. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to be rolling over to woods. Nighttime woods, the PMCs will be loading in together, chat. They'll be having Pestilly Plague Masks on them. They'll be going to the marked circles on woods and then the marked bunker that's up on top near the sniper scav. That's where they got to place all the Pestilly Masks. No GLs, no Reapers, no Fleurs for the night raids. Scav Boss and Cultists. Oh, please give me those. We haven't had them yet. Some Cultists are 3 extra points. The objective is big points, 5 points per mask dropped. This is going to be a fun raid to watch. It's always a good time. Hopefully the boys remember their MVGs, and yeah, good luck if there's a Cultist in there with the Shanky boys with a bit of poison.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that 2 stim max, you know, we've seen Rocket obviously on the run sticks and the ETGs pretty well using everything he's brought every raid. I hope he's remembered to bring in a one of those XTGs this time, which is the Cultist Toxin stim, just in case there are any on there, because you know, Red, as soon as you get touched by one of those knives, it's basically make sure you've got one of those stims, an Augmentin or something like that, and just get out if that's the case, you know, or if you haven't got those, you really just need to get out, so it can be raid over at that point. So chat, make sure you've got all your fingers crossed here. We really want to see some Cultists. We've not seen them yet. They're scary as fuck, so hopefully that'll spice up this map here. But I think one of the things that
we had Toast Rack last night dying to the landmines. He was our first victim to the landmines, the poor bugger. He literally ate like 5 of them. So I wonder if we get any more of the boys standing on some landmines. And for example, this is a big chance for Ryo. You get 5 points per mask, and the bonus points is if you get all 3 masks down extract. So if I'm someone like Ryo this raid, I'm taking my time, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get down every single mask and extract, trying to avoid the boys. That puts him back up in the 30-40 mark if he can kill some scabs and get all the masks down. Sort of slow it down a bit and not try and be so frag heavy.
Absolutely. It's a good chance for that. Like, as you said, 25 points is a huge gap to bridge here. And you know, if the other guys run into Sturman and that goes badly, if they run into other players, they get lost. You know, the new Woods expansion hasn't been out for that long, and we saw a lot of players, you know, really relying last night on the compass, mate, to actually pull that out, get some bearing on where they're at. You know, it's tough. There's a few really good landmarks. There's a couple of spawns here that you've got some nice landmarks next to you. You can work out where you are. Scav House, for example, or up at any of the, you know, near the UN extract and stuff like that. But there's a few spawns in that new section there that it can take you quite a few minutes to try and work it out. So it's going to be interesting if they get any of those spawns, just working out and watching how the battle mods manage to split these guys up without actually sending them into some of those landmines that are around the edge of the map there.
Well, we had Wolfie, the absolute legend, forget to turn his MVGs on and wandered out of the map and got killed by a sniper scav. So that was unbelievable. And then we reset, so it was all right. We reset the raid and it was all good, but that was a little bit of extra content for us last night, watching him walk out of the map and get killed by a sniper scav.
Yeah, absolutely. So that should be good. So we're really hoping for these scab bosses. We saw Tube on the first night just absolutely make his way down to down to the camp there and take out all the scab boss and the guards, which, you know what, those blokes have got torches on. This is NVGs and scabs. That is the scariest combination, because a lot of the time, even the buckshot scabs will just turn on that light and suddenly it's like you're looking into the sun. It makes it really, really hard. So this is going to be, I think this is one of my favorite maps in this, and to be honest, 30-minute time limit, I think one of the things that's the most important on this map is, as you said, taking that slower approach, just making sure you get the objectives down, but at the same time, this map has some of the furthest objectives from each other of any of our maps. You know, we've got the one that's up north, up near the cultist village. We've got the mark circle that's down by the main camp there. And we've obviously got the sniper rock bunker up the top there as well. You know, that's a lot of distance to cover, especially if you're trying to be tactical and listen out and, you know, make sure you're not running headfirst into scabs or other players. 30 minutes really isn't a lot of time. So hopefully the guys have got some good routing planned out, and they've gone through a few practice runs, and they know their way between each of these points and don't get lost along the way. Otherwise, we might end up with a position where they're cutting it pretty fine. And as we saw on Friday night, we had Harms with only minutes to spare, heading to the wrong extract, and then suddenly work out he was heading in the wrong direction and finally turn around and make his way back the other way. So
I've done that plenty of times on Woods. Plenty of times. Speaking of Tube, he gave us the quote of the event so far. He said, "I don't know where I am, but there are trees." So it's that was it's still stuck in my brain, the highlight of the Friday night Woods.
Well, Tube, that's what the woods are, mate. There's lots of trees. Definitely the PPOG worked out for him. I think he's one of the only competitors that I've heard coming into one of these and just saying, I don't know the map at all. So he certainly studied up enough on it and did pretty well, obviously taking out the highest score for the whole tournament so far on his on the first night there, and did pretty well, taking out the Scav boss here as well. So a lot of points to be made here. I know a lot of our competitors will do pretty well on this, but I'm really gunning for Ryo here, man. I want to see him just avoid some of these fights if he can, take out a few of the Scavs, and really get the opportunity to put those masks down and just get the hell out.
The thing is, watching him so far, I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to go all in again, it's a risk. It's worth it. If you wipe out some of the competitors and you can get all your masks down, it's going to pay off for him, but we're about to find out. The boys are about to spawn in on Woods, so let's see how they go with the nighttime, and let's give us some cultists, please. I'd love to watch some cultist fights right now.
Absolutely. So just swapping over now to watch our guys all just splitting up. Looks like we are over in some of the newer section here on the newer side of Woods. And we can just see all of our players just heading in all different directions. Lots of green. So hopefully we can work out where some of them are.
Yeah, I will do. Woods, I wasn't sure the mark circle was, so I stayed like a minute too long and then got
It doesn't look very foggy here tonight, though, for these guys, Red. It was, we've had, on the first night, it was quite foggy. And even last night, I think there was a little bit kicking around as well, which made it really hard for these guys to see.
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw Rocket whip out the old compass straight away, so he's probably done some research and looked at the map a little bit. He's making his way up into that top corner near the new UN extract. It's very hard for us to tell sometimes where players are. But ZZ is ZZ's heading towards the sniper scav, and then we have Ryo is heading towards the new village down near the water, and I have no idea where Wacko is sending it to. I think he's just running down through the trees. So we now have word that the raid is now hot, so these guys are free to frag out. It's gonna be interesting seeing where the rotations take them.
Oh no, I'm way too close to the shore. I don't want to be this close. Yep.
Wacko deciding that he's really not happy with where he's found himself.
Wacko's got the idea that I saw Tube take, where he's just going to go straight for that sunken village mark circle, get it down, and get out of the way. ZZ's also up on top. He's going to get his bunker mask down straight away. So we're going to have 2 items placed straight away here, which is really fast.
I'm just going to ignore chat, lads.
ZZ's going to be in the position to rotate down the rocks and get down to the next mark circle and even find Sturman.
Hey, we've just seen Rocket decide, because this full moon's out at the moment, we've actually just seen him swap the NVGs out on his helmet and chuck the Alton straight back on. So look, I hope he's got enough hearing here. You only get a tiny fraction of a second if a cultist runs up on you, so this could be an interesting fight.
Circle, is it out in the open? This mark circle's out in the open, isn't it?
It also does not help us right now, so good luck to us trying to find out where Rocket is in this raid. I hope he knows where he's going, but we are going to have no clue unless he starts fighting one of these boys.
Yep, I think he's near some trees, Red.
Yep, I have no idea where the fuck I am, but there's trees.
Alright, so Wacko just making his way through this new section here. He's just looking for that north cultist circle here, so up at the cultist
so Ryo and Wacko are right on top of each other here. Ryo and Wacko are right on top of each other. They are
I'm looking at the...
a couple houses down. So it's probably going to be whoever hears each other first. Raya does not know where the mark circle is. And Wacko has found the mark circle, I'm pretty sure.
He's very close to it. We've got Full here
Raya's
as well.
headed
He's just
away.
made his way into
I don't
the
do woods.
camp.
I'd love to know where Rocket is, but I think he's under... So Rocket's up near Spine, judging by the trees and stuff I just saw.
Alright, so we've got Full taking down a scav over near the cabins in the main log camp here.
Yeah, so Rocket is making his way up towards where ZZ just dropped his mask. The top sniper scav bunker.
Find it. It's next to... It's next to the house.
It's not next to the broken house.
Oh, isn't it?
Wait,
So
where's he
Wacko's
just
getting
dropped
some
that
help from
mask?
his...
House was I?
So ZZ is going to get 2 masks down here really fast.
Oh no.
I think he's already placed it.
I should have come
Or
and look at
he's
this
on
thing
his way
before.
over. Which is going to be really good for ZZ. He's going to get 2
Oh my
masks down
God.
straight away. And he has the chance to then make his way out to the sunken village here and get 3 masks down.
Oh no.
These guys have not done their research. They're a bit lost. Cannot find the mark
Near a
circle out here at
fence.
the sunken village.
Look, and I'm not going to lie, they're difficult to find sometimes. So Rocket's just placing his mask down. He's obviously seen that other mask that that Full was able to drop. And it looks like Full's just been taken out. Was that Sturman coming around the corner there?
No.
All right, so Sturman's up. Wacko's just dropped his mask at the north circle there, but we've definitely got confirmation that Sturman is up in this raid. So Full, unfortunately,
Rocket
has
might
just
have
been
heard
taken
that.
down by Sturman.
So Rocket might have heard that
No.
fight.
He
So
literally just
Sturman, the little hooded
one-shot
warrior,
me.
took out ZZ. A bit of 7-1 there, champion. Hold that.
Yeah, unfortunate for ZZ there. SNP, there we go. Straight through that slick. No worries. All right, so that's Full out of the raid, leaving us with 3 competitors on Woods. Wacko with the 1 objective down. Full was able to get he was the 1 objective down as well, and Rocket now with 2 objectives down. Oh, sorry, Rocket with 1 objective down as well.
So Ryo is still taking his time, which I like to see. He's just slowly moving through the map. He's making his way out to the sunken village to place his first one. I don't know. I think Rocket is rotating towards Sturman, and then Wacko is fighting his way through these scavs that spawn up at the new bunkers and USEC camp.
Oh.
ZZ is has to be a little bit upset. The
You've
hooded
always
warrior
got to
just
be
swung
upset.
on him. Swung on him and
with
just
coming
double
around
tapped
the
him.
corner like he does. Yep.
Fuck it. Objectives, objectives, objectives.
All right,
God.
Wacko just getting
I really
getting
hope
some
I'm not in
focus
the
back in
minefield.
there, focusing on those objectives. As we mentioned, this is a good map to really, you know, maybe throw some of that PvP out of the window, focus on a bit of the PvE, and really just focus on getting those objectives out because it's huge points.
I have played Woods enough, man. I just never went to that mark circle a lot. Like, I went there once with AC. I can't tell what I'm hearing, so I'm just putting bullets into that.
Now, I hope Wacko knows where he's going in this USEC camp, because there could be some landmines waiting for him if he doesn't rotate through here properly.
Oh, get out of the light.
So Ryo is now down at the sunken village, which is good to see. He's taking his time, just clearing everything. He's going to get his mask down, and then I think they've all only placed 1 mask except for Ryo. Ryo hasn't placed a mask yet.
Meow.
But he's not going to be far from placing one now, so we've got, what, 23.5 minutes left. That's plenty of time. If he can find this mark circle here pretty
did I?
quickly, get that
no.
down and start making his way through to the next objectives, you know, he's going to have a pretty clear run through here.
Okay, I'm gonna slow down here.
I just hope Wacko knows exactly where he is at the moment. He's not running towards the edge of the map, towards any landmines or
I'm relying
anything.
on the luck of not running into anyone else.
Well, I say I hope he knows, but also, you know, landmines are pretty exciting.
Okay, so Ryo and Rocket are really close to each other right now.
Yeah. I'll be ready. I just don't want to be full sprint.
Yeah,
when I
both
run
up at
into
that
someone,
sunken
that's all.
village.
Yeah, they're both near the mark circle.
this is a good spot for it.
I'm hoping. So Rocket's pushing. So it's going to be whoever hears who first.
All right, Rocket's just chucked
So
his,
Rocket's got his-
objective down at the mark circle.
There.
He hears
Mark circle.
Ryo, I think. Yeah, Ryo is just pushing through bushes and stuff here.
Makes a lot of noise.
Is it with the hanging top? Hanging top?
So
I'm just trying to
Rocket's
get a,
chucked the
Ryo looks like he's
ultim
trying
back
to-
on.
Knows there's a fight coming. Grenade out.
Someone's on my arm.
All right, Ryo's definitely aware that there is someone else here now. Just taking some shelter in this little shack off the side of this building. All right, we just hear some shots being taken from Rocket. He looks like he's nice and close here now. Maybe he's just spotted exactly where Ryo is. It looks like he's approaching this building. Ryo's pushed out, taking some shots at Rocket,
Ryo!
and looks like he actually just takes him down. Ryo, well done, mate.
That is big for
Absolutely
Ryo right
well
there,
done.
taking down the
Hey,
points
dude.
leader right now. So the points
That
leader is
is
now
huge.
down.
Revenge. Ah. Cool.
Revenge. That's it, mate.
Now let's plant.
That is massive for Ryo. So he's going to get his mask down. He's taking the leader out from getting any extra points as well. So this is a good chance for the boys to level up the scores for Wacko and Ryo here. That is massive.
2 marks.
Oh, the tops. Okay. Yep.
All right, so hopefully Ryo can find his... Obviously, he's not too sure exactly where this mark circle is, but there it is. He's found it. Mask down. That's one objective down. Taken out the leader. 20 minutes left in raid. This is shaping up to be a really, really good raid for Ryo. I think he can get some real points back here.
That was the only like.
Ryo,
Wacko
you
just
better
chucking
look
down
out for
his
that
second
DVL.
objective now.
Alright, now we're gonna do a big arc. Where
And we've got Wacko right near the log
gonna do a
camp here
big
now.
circle.
I just wonder if he...
maybe check if
I don't think
Sturman's
he's
up.
even going to have a
I
look
don't
for
really wanna
Sturman. Oh,
Find him because he usually
Oh,
slaps me like
Wacko's-
a little boy.
40, 30, 20.
Wacko's going to try and fight Sturman.
My extra factory gate.
He's already taken one of your competitors, Wacko.
careful, mate.
Be careful. He's already one-tapped poor ZZ back into the lobby, so just be very careful. Oh, he's getting in very close. This is dangerous.
I think the speed that I've been going, I think I might run into one of the boys at least at Sniper.
And I'm not sure if ZZ took out one of the boys there, actually. I'm not sure if
I
it was one of the
wouldn't
guys he
mind
took
seeing
out near the
after the
cabins
fact to
there,
see
but
how close
there's
my
still
balls
Sturman
were.
up, and there's still potentially 2 of the boys up as well, and they are lethal at night.
Oh my god. I thought I heard running towards the center of lumber. But
Yeah, that's
because
Sturman and
they're
his
silly
boys looking
masks,
for you,
I don't
Wacko.
know
I'd get out of there. So, depending
I
on
also remember
Ryo's
seeing, I remember
rotation
Red saying
here,
a
he
few
should be able to
weeks ago
avoid
that
Wacko.
walking
Wacko
around
can
and not
really make some
sprinting
ground
is
here. If he
so
gets up
much
on
of a
top,
benefit.
gets that mask down and
I've
extracts,
tried
that's
to
some
take that
big
advice,
points
but
for
I
Wacko.
can't because walking around just
Massive
gives
points.
me anxiety that I'm gonna get a headshot. So, bro, I'm scared.
All right, Ryo looks like he's just
Ryo
taken
with the
down a
hip
scout with a
fire.
nasty headshot.
Oh. Mate, just tell him everyone it was a PMC. Clip it and ship it. Just tell him it was a PMC. No need to, don't even go near the body. That was some nice point fire
How's my
there.
food going? All good.
That was amazing.
About 19 minutes.
Okay.
All right,
We've
so
got
call
plenty of
there from the
time.
battle mods, 19 minutes.
I'm just-
Working out there's plenty of time there.
gonna
Not
go-
that both of these
we're gonna
guys
go
don't look
scav
too
hunting, I
stressed at the
think.
moment, so
His painkillers
that's good to
and,
see.
Spring Grove will
I just
be-
feel like they might be close to the mountain. That's all. 19 minutes.
Alright, so Ryo's just in his own head at the
Right.
moment
We
here,
got
just
one. Oh,
talking
are you-
about
Oh, okay.
position of
Alright.
some of these other
I can
players.
see
You know,
him,
he only
but when I
knows that one of
ADS,
these players is
I
down,
can't see him.
and that
Oh,
there's
he's
still
moving.
potentially 3 up. So,
No.
oh sorry, 2 others up.
So hard
So we've
to
got some
back.
fog now. The moonlight's left us and we've got some
Oh,
fog,
God.
but
Or is it that way?
Wacko's chasing a scav through the
Oh my
open field like a
fucking-
puppy.
oh,
Oh, hello.
oh.
How you going, cheeky?
Oh, okay.
Scabby boy?
So I think Wacko's going to take full advantage of this raid. He's going to go down, kill some scavs, down to the new food camp, and then rotate up and drop his last mask, which could end up bad because Ryo's making his way
Yeah.
towards this side of the map, so they might run into each other.
They very well could.
So hard to get your bearings.
I think this camp is really consistent for scavs, though, and we saw
think
Toastrak
that's it.
obviously come
I think
through
that's it.
here last night as well.
That's all of them.
'Cause we'll go
I
to
think
the-
this is
we'll go to
a
the
great spot in
Alright,
this
we're gonna
in this
double
map
back.
to make sure you're coming through and picking off at least 2 or 3 scavs.
Whoever heard that noise is not gonna
Easy
expect me
points.
to do this. But I also hope that they're not in front of me.
It all looks familiar.
Oh.
I think Wacko just needs to go up and drop his mask. I think he just needs to
Yeah,
get it
it's,
done.
It's easier in daytime, obviously.
I mean, once
Is
it's
that
done,
me
right? That's
making that noise
5
in a
points.
bush? I wonder.
He can
We're
go
about
and
to
fight
find
anything
out.
else he wants here, but at least that's that 5 points done and secured, right?
If I knew which way I'd be fine. I know where the last few circles are.
Oh, we're all clear. Oh,
Because now the timing might end up that they rotate into each other, which will be interesting.
Yeah, this is what I got.
Vario can take out
Okay, I
Wacko as well
shouldn't
this
be
raid. That'll be
freaking out because-
massive.
no one's gonna see me.
That's a
from far away with
huge
the-
raid
with
for
the
Ryo
scout.
if that happens.
Surely
This
not.
is the way, then we're fine.
You know, get the
taking out the
objectives
points
down,
later.
get out as well.
He takes out the points leader and then takes out second and gives him the chance to get the bonus points. That's pretty big going into reserve.
Yeah, we're good, chat. We're good, don't worry. Appreciate it.
Chat looks like he was just giving some.
Ryan now.
Ryo was copying some directions from chat there, which is always hard
that
with the
whole
delay
area?
and things like that because,
So,
you know,
let's
chat's
go
saying
to
go
the
this
team.
way and it's like this way and then they start running that way and they're like, no, back the other way. And it's like, well, you guys are up to 30 seconds behind me
tree.
sometimes. This is impossible.
Is it snack
I'll just
time
tell him to be
or
quiet
is
and I'll
it
work it
snack
out
time yet,
myself.
chat? It's not snack time yet.
So I'm trying
Yes,
to
go
work
towards
out.
the trees,
okay,
guys.
so,
I'm bougie.
so Ryo is making his way towards the bunker where Wacko's going to be as well. So we might have a fight up on the hills here.
Squiggle on top
Bit
of
of
the
a
E.
mountain goat fight.
Bougie.
Actually,
Bougie.
snack
Bougie.
time. We're gonna have a snack and recover some stamina.
This fog's making it hard to see on distance though. Like these guys are just not going to be able
It's
to see
like, you
something
know,
at
You
50
sound
meters
Gucci.
away on them.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, Reaper, man. I knew I was kind of heading towards landmines, but
Oh,
I
this
wasn't
fog is
100%.
thick.
cool. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
It's like
Have
a
you-
bowl of
have you not
custard out
seen the
there.
Gucci
Yeah, as soon
flip
as I
flops.
knew where I was,
Bowl of
They're pretty
custard.
cool.
it's just
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything. Everything was just a green blur, dude. A green blur.
So, you know how I forgot to put a laser in my other guns? So now I didn't forget this time. I'm just making a no laser meta.
Good job, Wacko.
Yeah. I didn't forget. Promise.
Oh, Ryo's just nearly broken his legs jumping over that bit of it there.
Sorry.
Careful.
sorry.
Okay, so we might have a fight on top of the rocks if Ryo knows how to get up there.
I thought you were talking about my laser being on the right.
Okay,
If he
so
doesn't
we might
KO
have a
himself
fight. They're
before
very
he gets
close
up
to each
there, we
other.
will.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah.
They're very
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Ryo, here's Wacko right here.
Oh,
They are
okay.
right on top
I'm
of
in
each
the
other.
air. Oh, that's a tree.
And Wacko has
That looked
no
like a
idea.
person.
He's just having a leisurely chat.
Oh, okay.
But Ryo
Alright,
hears this.
sweet.
How does this work?
You'll love to see it. Oh, this is
is
oh,
very
this is something
scary.
else.
He's gonna.
Be interesting to see how Ryo plays
he's
this.
gonna
So
be down here.
Wacko's going to get all these points here. He's going to get 15 points out of this raid. Because he's got all his masks down.
If I go there, I die. Simple.
Now Wacko can see that there's
so-
only
Ooh.
2 other masks there. He's put the 3rd one down here, so he's going to probably expect
good.
at this time that there's maybe
Alright,
a
that's it.
4th on the way.
See, Wacko's just
Wacko's
freely
the-
running down here. So Ryo's going to... Yeah.
Looks like he's just taking some shots at him now.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Little delay
it's a good
between these
fight.
streams here, guys, but Wacko's reloading.
Okay, so Wacko's just going to hold the angle here. Ryo...
Wacko looks like he's lost a leg in this fight, which just means for him, mobility is going to be an absolute problem. I don't think he's got any other choice other than just to hold that or commit to maybe trying to put a painkiller on or something. Ryo is pulling right back out of this fight. He's just healing up and you know, with the potential of just hopefully being able to push back in and re-engage, but he might actually just pull out of this completely.
And to be honest, Wacko has done really well in this fight. He got caught off guard, didn't take too much damage. He could almost rotate out of here. He's got all the masks down and get the bonus points with the extract.
Absolutely.
Let's lock in that extract bonus.
So Ryo is still up near
We
spine
can.
now. Yeah, so Wacko just said
Let's
take that
get another
extract
angle
bonus. He's getting out of there.
Rock.
Which is smart,
right?
Yeah,
You know?
Wacko's got all his points down, yeah.
It comes down to just, you know, what's the most
I wonder
points here?
what
He's
his
got to fight
extract
hard for 3 points out of a PMC, or he's got 10 points for an extract.
just
So
stitch under this Christmas
just get
tree.
his way out of there.
My.
So Ryo's going to be probably a
whole
little bit
body.
cautious here, just making sure that that Wacko has left. I'm not sure if he heard him running and
What's
screaming
this?
away,
I thought I heard something behind me.
but
Oh, get fucked. Get fucked.
oh, Wacko's just fallen into another player here by the
So
looks.
Cultists.
Wacko's fighting a different player now. So Ryo might hear this gunfight.
He's just made the call of
Oh my
cultists.
god. As I'm
Could it be?
stitching, cultists show up.
Oh, it's no way.
Please.
Is it cultists? Oh, please.
Please give me
Save me,
cultists.
Tom
Get him.
Cruise.
Sick him, sectants. Get him.
He's just
We're-
running
we're
away on this
gonna
broken
go
leg,
for
just
those,
trying to
but
get some distance
I don't want to
between
get
him and his
third party
cultists.
by the person I was
If he's a
fighting, just saying,
dickhead,
so
no, I don't think it's a cultist. I think it's
gonna
another
try
player.
and do something here.
Oh, he's
I think
taking
so,
double
yeah.
damage. No, it's not cultists.
Oh, please, no one be in
Not
front
at
of
this
me.
spot.
Which is also trouble for Ryo.
How do we fight the
Because
cultists?
Ryo's still rotating around the bottom of spine and stuff. So that player could leave Wacko and go up and fight Ryo.
Absolutely, and if I'm not wrong, Ryo's still got the 2 masks to place, right? So the one up in this bunker here that he's still just scouting out to make sure before he approaches up there, and then he's still got that other mask that's so between him at the bunker and where that other mask is that other player somewhere in that section, and also obviously Sturman and his boys down at the camp as well. So if Ryo's if he's not too careful coming close to that camp, he might just get picked off.
Oh, they're
10
fighting
minutes
the
left in the
person I was
raid here.
fighting. All right, let's get directly opposite that.
I'm gonna go for it.
All right, so
I
Ryo
don't know
hears
what
this
the
fight.
radius on these cultists are. Like the
So without the
how far
extract,
they spread
Wacko
out.
is only 1 point behind Rocket. So if Wacko gets out of this raid, it gives him a nice little buffer going into reserve.
Holy shit.
Where's the jump up?
I think if he prioritized getting out of this raid, it's a smart play by him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we didn't get him,
So Ryo's going to make his way up the rock now.
unfortunately.
If he... Yeah, so Ryo's going to make his way up the rock to drop that second mask.
Who knows?
All right, looks like Wacko's taking on this fight here with this other player, though.
I wonder if he killed that.
Like if he wanted to camp.
Not hearing anything back. Alright, Ryo just coming into the bunker here to place the last objective. He's going to come in here and see all 3 other masks. So he's going to know that all the other competitors have been able to drop them.
Looks like a little
Right,
sacrifice
I'd say
circle
Wacko
down in
definitely
that
got
bunker.
that kill there.
Wacko's definitely prioritizing getting out of this raid, which is not... It's super smart. He wants that extra 10 points for dropping all the masks and the extract bonus, so...
I don't think I'll have time to fight cultists. if I'm
Ryo
gonna
on
take
top there,
this
just
two-man.
taking out a cheeky sniper scav up the top. Mountain goating his way back down the mountain and hopefully off to the 3rd and final objective point for Ryo to place that mask.
Well, unless that was the player that Wacko fought before, Ryo still
Yeah, I
has that
didn't wanna
player
camp,
between
up here,
him and
reposition and try to
Dickhead
get a
Rock.
different angle. Like, Otherwise, I would have just sat down and
Yeah, absolutely.
and waited. Check food and hydro. We're good for the moment. Thank you. So the mission now. Get the hell out of Dodge, right? So we are gonna go plant this last pistol mark on the way, and then head out by outskirts. Sound good? Great. Cheers.
Fuck. I just heard a step.
Good plan, right? Good plan.
Nice. The old
Alright,
sun's coming
Wacko's-
up. Bit of a sunrise here for Wacko.
Yeah, good chat. Good
It
chat.
becomes
Nah,
hard
it's
at this
okay.
time, right? Like,
Been
with the
awesome.
NVGs on, as that sun starts to rise, it
Getting
becomes a bit
better,
bright with the
just
NVGs.
especially
Things get a bit
with,
washed out,
very
but then you
foggy.
sort of take them off, and it's like, well, you know, there's kind of not
Police and
enough light to really, really make use of it.
Third mark and move for outskirts. Care for cultists marked. Okay, cool. Hopefully we don't run into any cultists, man.
I hope you do, but that's just me, right?
I heard something to my. I hope it wasn't a ghost step, dude. This is dangerous. Dangerous.
I don't know where. Oh, Ryo needs to be careful rotating down towards the lumber here. That's where Sturman will be sitting. He might find ZZ's body.
Surely he's going back for his buddy's loot.
Alright, looks like he's just taken down a scav here by the looks, but grenades
Don't
coming
worry
in.
about cultists, dude. We got.
Oh, some good
Oh, this
point fire
fight.
coming out of Ryo there, but it looks like there was two there, another one behind him.
So Ryo's down.
Still,
What is
that was
Wacko
alright,
going to
we got
do?
two
He's heard
marks.
this whole fight.
Yeah, I didn't have an arm. Because I knew that the ADS would have been
Unfortunate
slow,
for
so I
Ryo
just
there,
tried to
man.
Go for it. That's alright, dude.
Oh god.
Yeah, so it was a
And we got
player there.
Sturman too, so that's alright.
Going through bushes.
If I
here.
am Wacko, I am just
There we go.
rotating
Oh,
the
for-
extract, but he...
Ryo got
Wanna get
Sturman.
distance on this.
Dude.
That's
Ooh,
amazing.
So Ryo takes out some
That was
bonus
that
points,
first guy
takes
he
an
was
extra 5
taking the
points.
fights at. Fantastic. All right, well, Sturman versus getting the mask down, I think that's done pretty well. So,
I
still
think
really
that was a
good
bit
points for
early.
him there in that
Running
raid.
well.
Load that up.
All right, so that leaves Wacko in raid here, still just having a look out for this final fight. It looks like he's still just trying to leg it out, being really cautious about being shot in the back here, though. It's a
I think
scary
he,
thing, chat.
just-
Woods.
I'm gonna get a long distance.
Oh,
About 6 minutes.
Okay.
He still looks like he's trying to rotate right around and back into this, though, get a full flank on.
he wants this fight.
Oh, spotted him.
All right, Spotto.
How you not dead, bro? How are you not dead, bro? Who was that cheeky bugger?
Oh, this is going to be an intense fight.
Not one
Is there
of the
still two
boys.
alive on this?
All right,
Oh god.
straight in for the tag, shots on him.
Oh, good movement from Wacko. Good shot,
Absolute
Wacko.
great movement. Ducked
give
and
me a sec,
weaved,
boys,
got the
I
other
just need to
player. Quick snack time.
Timeout. Timeout, everyone.
Ooh,
That is perfect. That's an extra
Come out,
6
lads.
points if he gets both these tags and gets out. It's an extra 6, and then a 10 for the extract. That's a good raid.
that's a fantastic raid. Well done, Wacko.
This is massive.
Fucking hell.
All right, Wacko just running out of a few meds here. I think maybe for
Let me get
reserve
this
he's going to
tag.
bring in a lot more
I reckon
meds
they
this
took
time.
the tag already, but worth a shot.
Man is now out up on the worst rock to climb on.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's found a
did.
body.
Oh,
That was the other player there.
oh, baby.
All right, so that's
Alright, we're not
3
gonna
players
bother
that he's
with,
got now. 3 tags.
That's stolen points, I think, if he
We're
gets
not gonna
a
bother
dog
with
tag.
Tom Cruise and his clan and his cult of cultists. Am I allowed to say
No, well,
that?
that-
I'm sorry.
That was
I
the
already
other.
said
That
it.
was the other player that we thought he'd shot before. I think,
Oh.
wasn't it?
You're okay, it's fine.
Oh, that is,
Okay.
yeah. No, he got the kill. So he's
Yeah,
got all the dog
yeah, so
tags. That
he's-
is massive.
I just, yeah. Holy crap! What a bit of action.
So without
I
the
have
10
no
point,
ammo remaining, I
without
think.
the 10 point bonus, Wacko now has
Yeah,
an 8 point
no, we
lead
got
over
very
Rocket. So that is
small, very small range
huge.
left. Oh my god.
So Rocket currently on
What am I
53,
hearing to my right?
and
Wacko, just get out now.
Wacko's sitting
No
on a
more
tidy
out.
61.
3.5.
My little heart can't take any more.
Please leave, mate. Yeah, if Wacko makes it out here, 10 points for the extract. He will cross the wildcard threshold here. So, if somebody was to beat him, look, I think given what these points are showing here right now, wildcard is in some serious danger.
It's alright. We're gonna lock in this amount of points, I think. Unless I thought I just heard something in front of me, but I don't think so.
It's hard, right? Because you want to just get straight out, but if there's anything else, lurking in a bush, you want to be clearing it.
He's hunting scavs here. This is...
Yep.
Wacko's been on fire. Consistent. Apart from the bullets.
Oh my god.
Oh no, please.
Returning fire now.
Right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, absolutely. Say your apologies, move on.
Time to go, Wacko. Time to get out. Nice.
2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Cheeky extra little point on the
And
way
I'm
out.
pretty sure I've got outskirts. Yes, I do.
Oh, could you imagine
Well,
if it was the
now's
wrong
a
extract?
really bad
That
time to
scav
be
is
checking that, by
probably
the
in
way.
Scav house. I'm gonna go for the 5.
It's too late to apologise if you're at the wrong extract.
We're
If
gonna,
he didn't have it, he
we're
was
gonna
fucked.
just leave it.
I would have cried for him.
Let me out. My body is ready.
That is an awesome raid from Wacko. That is
Please.
a very good raid.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Hell yeah, dude.
Show me your kills. Good raid.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, I think he's going to be very happy with that.
Can't say that. Oh. Hell yeah, baby. How good is that, boys?
He's
Nice
very
raid.
happy with himself.
All right,
Yeah.
3 players, 5 scavs,
That was sick. So
3 objectives down, and the bonus for the extract as well. That is a very, very tidy raid for Wacko.
I
Very
just keep
tidy
getting
raid.
harassed by everyone on the map.
All right, we're going to head over. We'll have a look at these scores. It looks like they've put them all together. And see where these guys are placed. Ooh.
Wacko on 73.
All right.
Rocket on 53 points. Full unlucky. Got one tap by old Sherman with 38. And Ryo made some points back with 25. So that was still a good raid for Ryo. Just got unlucky around those players. But Wacko with a big raid. He's pretty much got the same amount of points as Us got last night before even going on reserve. So that is crazy. Wacko is on fire.
Absolutely. And look, you know, coming into the last raid, this is really still anyone's potential to win this. As we've said before, 59 points is some of the highest points, or is the highest points that we've had so far in reserve. It's the full map timer. It's such a long raid with such a good opportunity to make so many points off all of those players, scavs, you know, hit the wee woo, get the raiders. You know, this is, if you're hungry enough for it, you can have an epic raid, and which leaves Ryo still very much in the chance for a first place finish here with you know, obviously, you know, even Wacko on that 73 there. If he has a bad raid for any reason, it's still definitely up for contention there. So
It's going to be interesting to see. Like, Ryo could still pull 60 points out of this. It's going to be interesting to see the order of who goes first. We're probably going to see Wacko going in first, or Rocket. But I'm excited for reserve. It's going to be sweaty. We didn't really get many players on reserve last night. So hopefully the boys get some packed raids. Apart from Muski's big raid at the end. I'm excited to see how the boys go. I'm really, really happy to see Wacko pull that out. That is a big raid. He killed a lot of PMCs and got all the masks down with the bonus points. So he's got a 20-point buffer going into reserve. So that is huge.
Which is comfortable, right? And it's where you want to be. And we've seen, we've seen a lot of the times the point leaders will die early on reserve and still have, due to that consistency that we've spoken about all night with Wacko, being able to just maintain that consistency all the way through, get that lead, get that buffer in place. It might just very well come down to a coin flip as to, if he survives reserve or not. However, I mean, he did say reserve was his favourite map, so I'm expecting some big things out of Wacko on this map for reserve, and look, hopefully the other guys here as well will be able to push hard and get some good points as well and bridge that gap. It's not over even for second place tonight if they can get enough points. Wildcard position is certainly up for grabs as well if they can get over that 68 points. So there's potentially two places or two people out of tonight that will go through to the championship finals next weekend, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Saturday night, so April the 10th. Make sure you guys are ready to come along and support all of your favorite content creators on that night as well.
All right, so we're going into reserve. Right. I'll let you explain this one and get the boys all pumped, ready to go. But I'm excited to see this.
No worries. So reserve checkmate, we call this one. Basically, the objective is our PMCs all load into reserve solo. They have the entire map timer for this raid. Okay, so it's not 30 minutes, any of that stuff. They've got the entire raid. So jump into the raid. We load them in solo separately so that they've got bunch of PMCs in there that they can kill straight away. They need to get a kill. There's bonus points for each kill they get from any of the buildings listed below. So one kill from King, Queen, Rook, a kill from either of the Knight buildings, either of the Bishop buildings, and either of the Pawn buildings as well. So, and it doesn't matter whether it's a Scav, a Raider, a PMC, anything like that. Once they've got that kill in that building, any other kills in that building or from that building are just the regular points. But hopefully they can, move on through the buildings and pick up some points. There is extra points or an extract bonus if they can activate and use the bunker hermetic door. So this is the wee woo guys, all right. So basically, he'll go through. The players will go through. They'll hit that wee woo switch. They'll run off, pick off some raiders, hopefully on the way out. And if they can successfully extract there as well, it's 10 points for extraction. So this is why we always say this is massive points available on reserve.
We saw Uski last night. He pulled it out there and there with those 5 PMCs and unlucky traded with the 5th on reserve, and that really pulled it back for him. That was awesome to watch. But yeah, this is the big money map. Any of these guys can still win this with the point position they're in, which is going to leave this as a nail biter. I hope we don't cast a curse anyone, because, for example, Wacko is already in a wildcard spot, but that anyone else can still pass him and take the wildcard spot, which is going to make this a really, really interesting set of 4 reserve raids.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're obviously getting all of our guys ready, making sure they've got the correct gear and all that sort of stuff, checking the number of stims, checking the number of grenades, guys, no thermals, no GLs, Mark 18s, any of that sort of stuff, and our battle mods are working, making sure these guys are pumped for a huge final raid. Chat, please make sure you go and chuck each of these guys a follow. They're amazing just even to get through to this stage. We had a bunch of applications come through for the Oceanic solos. I think in each in their own right, they've really put up a good show tonight. They've performed well. We're seeing a lot of consistency here. The links are out in chat there, guys. Make sure you go and follow these guys. So ZZ Full, Rocket Legs, Wacko Palacco, and Ryo as well. I'm sure they'd appreciate it, and certainly, go in, tell them you're pumped, make sure they're pumped for this final raid, because it really is going to be amazing.
And we do have the duos coming up as well, which I think that's the best way. But that's the one I've enjoyed more, is the duo evasion. So we got that coming up as well, NAEU and OCE. So if you guys are keen on watching that, make sure you guys hit up evasion on Twitter for the updates. But I'm excited for the upcoming duos as well, especially for OCE. It'd be cool to see who links up with who in OCE for the duos.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget to join the Discord as well, guys. The Evasion Discord, going to be a great space, to be able to interact with the Evasion team. Lots of our community, or ever growing community at the moment. So make sure you join in there. You'll get all the updates for when we go live for any of the events or selections and things like that as well. So really important. Jump in there, join in, get amongst it. And obviously we can see here as well, coming up as well, our massive Evasion team. This is like the growth that Evasion has seen has been huge. It started off with Sigma doing just some tournaments and things through our own stream, and then to what Evasion's grown into today is just, it's incredible. The casting teams, the competitive teams, battle mod teams that are growing as well. We've obviously got, the battle mod team's just huge. It's absolutely huge. It is growing. Chat, if you are interested in being a battle mod, if you've seen some of what's gone on tonight, we are always looking for new battle mods. Okay, make sure you jump into the Discord, get in touch with some of the guys in there. We'll be able to pop a link in there for any of the battle mod applications as well. We desperately need some more Oceanic battle mods as well. So join the team, become part of it, and trust me, you'll have a great time. It's amazing. It's not a lot of work. It's more fun than it is work, and I know you guys will enjoy it. So make sure you jump into that Discord and get signed up for that as well. All right. I'm just getting a message here as well. We haven't had Glukar yet. No. Sorry. I was going to say, I was just getting a message in there. Wacko Polaco's Woods run was our 3rd highest wood score of the season. So
Holy demon.
I think that's a very impressive raid to be leaning into reserve. But as you were about to say there, Red, we haven't had Glukar yet. I really hope he's.
I want to see one of the competitors fight Glukar on this. It'd be nuts. Because it's like, what? It's seven Scab Boss boys you got to fight. It'd be nuts. It's some good points as well.
Absolutely. There's amazing points from them because of the number of them, but it's a scary fight. I think as you were saying last night, right? The reserve raids we were having, they felt a little bit light on players, and I think Glukar and his mates really would have spiced that up a little bit and just made it a little harder for our players to just move as freely as they did between some of those buildings. So, look, each of our players are loading in to 4 separate raids. There's a good chance that one of these raids will have a Glukar in there, and hopefully we'll see it tonight. And if it doesn't happen tonight, I swear it better happen on finals. That's all I can say about it. So
I'm so excited to watch these next 4 raids. This is going to be nuts. We don't know the order yet, but it's gonna be exciting. Hopefully there's no Cast's Curse. Hopefully the boys can all have good raids and make bulk points. Pull the wee woo. Who do you think will be the top coming out of this?
I mean, I think it's going to be Wacko. He said it's his favorite map, and he doesn't lie. I've seen him play Reserve a lot, and Reserve is definitely one of those maps you want to have some experience on, right? The objective here is to go and get a kill from every building. Now, knowing the angles, knowing where you can be within these buildings, and get a look up towards where, if you're in King, which windows do you need to be in to have a good look up towards Dome and things like that? Where are you going to path to go and make sure that you can catch those players? Reserve is a map where we end up with a lot of players going down to D2 in the tunnels and things like that. And we haven't seen many of our competitors in this at all even consider going down to the tunnels. They've all sort of stayed topside. But, I think that's, if you know Reserve well, I think that's a strategy that's been really underrated so far, and I actually think we might see Wacko push for that. If he's topside and he doesn't see a lot going on up here, I think he might actually go down to D2 as well. So hopefully he can just avoid the KS23 rats, mate, in the darkness.
If I was these boys, I'd be staying out of the tunnels. Tunnels is probably no-go in this sort of situation. If you're doing a normal raid, go for it, but if I'm a competitor right now, I would stay out of the tunnels no matter what. Even if there is a 5-man down there, I don't think it's worth it.
Absolutely, and I mean they won't be using it for an extract. I don't think we've seen many competitors at all in this not attempt to at least use that bunker hermetic door. This is our last map for the night. This is their last opportunity to get as many points as they can, you know. And it's a win-win. You hit hermetic wee woo button there. You run over to the K buildings and things like that, over towards where hermetic is, and honestly, potential of raiders spawning in, fantastic, extra points. It draws attention. You can have other play there. It becomes just a fucking hot zone, just swimming in the potential of points, and obviously double extract points as well if they can clear all that through and make it out. And if they don't make it there in time, or they go off and do other things, they might do the Tube 404 method and hit the wee woo again, and then go off again, and then hit the wee woo again, and then it might actually be 4 times they hit the wee woo. I don't know, but hopefully our players are a little bit more efficient tonight, so we'll see how we go. So it's exciting. This is definitely the exciting map. I wouldn't be surprised, Red, if we actually, like, I know I've talked about Wacko and his skills here, and I think he's going to perform well on this map no matter what. But we've seen time and time again on this final map, you know, third move into a first place position quite easily. You know, we've seen that happen a lot of times. You know, imagine if Fall was to have an amazing raid here.
I feel like we've cast a cursed him. I don't want to say it, but I feel like people in chat, I'm not going to say names, but someone in chat, and we have cast a cursed Wacko. I hope he can prove me wrong, but I think we've put a curse on him. I hope he comes out and does well. He's been consistent all night. But you've got someone like Rocket Legs, who's probably going to want to get redemption after that last raid, and he's probably going to try and wipe the map himself. So it's going to be an interesting raid.
Absolutely, and I wonder if this is going to change Rocket Leg's approach at all. He didn't really, you know, I don't think he died in that last raid because of his approach to that situation. But you know, this is obviously a chance to, you know, take your time. You know, being really fast here might not be the play. So it looks like we've just cut over to Wacko. He's in, first one into reserve.
Ways around it.
He's over at the night buildings here now, just hearing a bit of noise over in the backfields there.
Oh, Wacko, I'm nervous for you, bud. Let's get it done. So we have Wacko on the night buildings right now.
I don't think anyone's
making his way through. He's probably going to try and get some scav kills. All PMCs are rotate away from the VO or train area. Oh man, I'm nervous for the next couple of raids.
It'd be good if Wacko did end up with Gluhar up in his raid though, because
why am I thinking that
he's
I'm
someone
in
who
the
can
raid
definitely
with the
deal
other
with
boys?
it.
I'm playing it like I'm in the raid with the other boys. Why? Stop
You're in solo,
You're not in the
Wacko.
raid with
You're
the
by
other boys,
yourself,
Wacko.
mate.
Hit me on the head. Yep, clear in my head.
Some quiet time here with Wacko. He's just clearing his head. Just trying to talk himself into some gunfights. You see a lot of players, they'll talk themselves out of stuff. It's happened a couple of times tonight. We've seen it. But hopefully he can just keep a clear head, just move through the map, clear everything out.
I'm gonna lock down my
and
first kill
have
as, on a scout from here.
Stress-free raid.
Absolutely, and he's just talking about locking down his first kill on a scav from here, he reckons. So it sounds like Wacko has got a bit of a plan here. I think this is a really important map to make sure that you've got a plan here. Looks like we've just cut over as well to ZZ has just run through the back of the gas station, moving up towards the dome.
If I wait too long here,
let's see how he goes.
So ZZ's got 2 guns on him, or unless he's already killed a player. I think he's got 2 guns.
I still need to get a in this building.
ZZ can have a massive raid here. He's going to be more aggressive this raid, I'm pretty sure. I think he knows reserve a bit better. Hopefully he can pull off some good kills here. Wacko is going to take his time. He's going to just try and get scav kills from this building, get the bonus points, because he knows he's got that 20-point lead, which is pretty big. So if he plays it safe,
I don't want to keep peeking
he can almost secure himself the win.
And I don't want to keep running in front of that.
Absolutely,
garage.
and it's important that you mention that playing it safe because yeah, if
Bonus points
he's
for
too
getting-
aggro, if anything
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
happens and
will
he
do.
bins
We
it too
will go
early,
out that extract.
you know, the other players will just
I got
they got the
ricochet
chance
over
to
there.
get straight past him. So
Probably from the nades behind me. Is this a laser?
all right, so ZZ's pushing through
I
the
knew that-
bottom of Queen
I knew
here
that
or
wasn't
Dome.
gonna fit on my gun.
There's a good chance that there's a player who's close and still close by. He's pushed up here pretty quickly from his spawn. So there is a player that spawns up here, and you know maybe they've headed straight down to the tunnel. So we might even see some evidence here of some of these rooms with the safes being open here, or perhaps you know somebody's headed straight down.
So ZZ's taking this slow approach now.
There's the scavs, bro.
He's been talking himself out of some fights
We're
tonight, so
playing
hopefully he
time.
can get some confidence and just push through.
Thank you,
Wacko's
boys.
definitely taking his time as well, so
It was like
You can also kill things from the roof.
100%.
Yeah, that is
Downstairs.
pretty risky from Dome though.
There you go, bit of
And then
battle mod
Black
input
can see
there.
me. Yeah, yeah.
There
and
we
he
go.
said,
That's
"Hey, battle mod. I know what I'm doing."
See, I'm still thinking.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm still thinking. I'm still treating this like I'm in the same raid with the boys. You know, like I'm expecting someone to be on Dome. It's just ingrained in me.
Come on, Wacko, you're in that room, mate. You had your
I
zen
think we're gonna
time.
go
You
on the
just
roof, man,
let's
'cause we're
get
getting
it
no
together.
luck here.
All right.
Oh, whoa, 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 cheeky.
All right, seems like a shot from over at Rook on
this count as
Wacko there.
inside
So
this
somebody
building?
definitely knows he's there.
Got a foot in the door.
And Scav outside, which is nice. He should be able to get a shot from
Whoa.
out of this back door here, which counts as the
He
kill.
is not. Oh my god, he wants my.
Although very unlucky. It looks like this
That
Scav's
scav
just
wants
completely locked onto
every part of
Wacko.
me.
So ZZ must hear someone here. There's no reason why he's moving so slow around this building, so he must hear someone.
Oh, can you drop nades until you only have 2 of them? I missed that.
Oh yes, sir. Shit. I'm glad that that's a thing, because.
That's a bonus point there for Wacko. They're killing that scav. Someone is up here for
I'm gonna do a
ZZ
bit of
because that
repacking,
door.
A bit of waiting, and then
Oh,
I think
I'm
ZZ
still not
definitely does
convinced.
hear
and then,
someone.
Continue on.
He has to. He's hung around here for a long time. He is being very cautious.
Lucky for that slick.
If I kill someone up on top of Dome, that counts as like a queen kill.
Okay, so black and white, that's already done. We can't get points in black. Is my memory right? Like black and white.
I think what we're seeing here with
It's a
Wacko
single
is,
points, right, Boosh?
you know, we've seen him
Say again, sorry.
just really
Black and white, like I would've
still
done.
thinking that the other players were in this raid. You know, there's a lot of things going through his head. He had that quiet time in the room back there. I think this really just goes to show how much
50.
pressure he's putting himself under to really perform. You know, like being at the top of your game all night. Tarkov's often one of those games where you have a bad raid and you shrug it off and you go, it's fine. I'll go back into the next raid. You know, I can just gear up and I can go again. In a tournament like this,
And
there are
I'm not gonna be about
no
this time. That's what Boosh is
chances.
thinking.
well no second chances. So it's it all comes down to one
Sometimes
raid.
having such a big lead, would put a lot of pressure on you because you know, if you die early, he's gone first. He would know that he's gone first. So if he dies early, he's gonna put up the stream and sit there and pretty much has to watch. So if he takes his time here and just works his way through the raid, he knows that he can almost settle himself with a win.
Exactly. So it looks like we've got Ryo loaded in as well. Just having a look towards Bishop and Med buildings here.
Might as well. That's our first building, I think.
Robin, thank you very much for the raid. So welcome everyone from Robin's stream.
Should be fine.
All right, so Ryo pushing off towards the cafe attached here to Bishop. Looks like he's making his way straight up into the top section here.
So ZZ's in a
Very
risky
good.
spot as well. He's perching himself up on Dome here, just chilling out. Ryo is also pushing through straight away onto players. He's a very aggressive player.
And look, this is probably not a bad spot for him to push too early, right? Like, we know for a fact that a lot of players push straight for the drop-down room there. If he can get in here and hopefully pick off some people out in this courtyard by the helicopter or inside this building, it's going to be some good bonus points collected for him early.
There's not much going on with these raids right now. All the boys are taking their time, just working their way through the buildings. Wacko is now in the King building. Just making his way through, trying to find someone inside. And we got ZZ still hanging up near Dome. He must hear something, or he's just taking his time.
God, reserve is hard.
Ryo is getting very aggressive straight off the bat.
So I can't stay
Which
still.
look could work out
Gotta keep
either
moving,
really well
and I've
for
gotta
him or really bad. And I know that
gonna
I know that's a bit of a cop out as a caster to say, but
I don't
it's
know if people can
honestly,
come there or not.
you know, I think we've seen tonight that he's someone who can take the fight when he's just pushed into it. But you know, if reserve isn't one of his strongest maps and he's not maybe aware of where some of these players are coming from, you know, taking this shift W approach sometimes can really not be a good thing. So look, he looks like he's confident for the moment. He looks like he sort of knows what he was doing. It sounds like there was a shot that was taken towards him before, so he's really just trying not to stand still at the moment.
Literally
Hopefully he can work out where this shot was and return some of that fire.
There's not much going on at the moment. We're gonna get some action soon, I'm for sure.
Well, we should have rocket legs not too far behind these boys as well, loading in pretty soon. So,
It's gonna be interesting to see how Rocket plays this.
Imagine if I killed someone.
I'm curious. We've seen a really confident player out of Rocket, which, you know what, I expected nothing less having seen him play in the duos with GURPS. That was exactly his MO. Absolutely confident. You know, and we saw him go into maps and just wipe player after player after player. It was absolutely insane. So we'll hopefully maybe see him push the same way, but I don't know. Like I said, he's got a lot of time on this map. Maybe he does just take the slightly slower approach as well.
Hell no.
Here we go. All four in a raid. Poor.
Yep. I'll head down as well. I heard some shots over in that direction. Maybe.
You guys seen that movie with Mark Wahlberg, Shooter? You know he's like.
So Rocket's brought in the M1A by the looks.
I feel like Mark Wahlberg right now.
So these guys are all in their own raid. These guys are all by themselves in their own raid against other PMCs. So it's going to be a lot to watch once they all start running into fights.
Right, so Rocket with the M1A just looking down from Dome, trying to collect that first kill up there. I mean, he's spawned in there. It's a good chance. He's looking towards where drop down and things are. Map knowledge certainly coming into play there.
Sag.
Alright, so for those that have just joined us, this is our final map of the Oceanic solo battles. Basically, each of our contestants have loaded into a separate raid, and they are getting, they'll get bonus points for each kill they get from each one of the separate buildings on reserve. So we've got a couple of players at the moment are up in Dome or Queen. If they can secure a kill here, whether it be on a Scav or a PMC or anything like that, they'll get a bonus 3 points for getting a kill from this building, plus the points on the kill as well. So it's we'll see these guys get some kills and start moving through some of these buildings. It looks like Fool's just found a Scav that he's going to try and take some shots at here from Dome. There we go, and a poll up in chat.
Get that Scav,
as well, guys.
Come on, Fool. Kill that Scav. He's lost it. He can't find it. Scav's disappeared. Chris Angel Scav gone.
Okay, so Ryo looks like he's up on one of the roofs of one of the pawn buildings here. Still just trying to make his way through these buildings and hopefully secure any kind of a kill along here.
No, I'm not actually gonna go up there. It's easy death.
So chat, poll up at the moment, not long left to vote. Do you like seeing the scores throughout the final map? So make sure you vote in there. Give us some feedback on the content. What do you guys like seeing?
I'm just gonna throw a grenade. See what happens. See if we can draw some movement. Also head down.
So Rocket's down near the wee woo button in a very open spot. So he's going to make his way into King here. See if he can catch off any loot players or players hanging out in King.
Blue car's already dead.
And it's good, you know, you're seeing him hit all of these high traffic spots. So there's a good chance he'll run into a player here.
This is just a waiting game, I think.
Oh, Full!
All right, Full looks like he
Yes!
finally got that shot. Very nice.
Yes, now Full can get off dome. Claps for Full. Unbelievable shot.
I want to go on the roof.
Now he's struggling with the window. You can get it. Good job, Full. Unbelievable.
Nice work.
What a gamer.
Scav outside.
Not seeing a lot of other players right now in any of these maps.
Appreciate the kind words, man.
So Rocket's playing a little bit more aggressive, just rotating through the buildings here. All of their raids are pretty quiet. There's not much going on. Again, there's probably a lot of people down the tunnels just licking the corners with a KS-23. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of the boys go down below in the tunnels.
They're just really popular, the tunnels, right? Like, go down there, good chance for raiders, loot, it's, you know, intel, all that sort of shit. And, you know, with a nice, easy extract as well. Yeah, it's there's a good chance we'll find a few players down there. But Rocket is just hunting, all right? He hasn't, I don't think he's let off his shift key this entire time.
Oh, he's got some
So it
players.
looks like he's just found some players. Taking one out from
concert.
one of the night buildings here. So bonus points and obviously a player kill as well.
I think he's going to push this.
Oh,
He does.
Followed it.
Now this
It
is
looks like he
interesting.
might have
This
landed
player
a shot
takes
on that first
Rocket
guy.
here. Yeah. Yo!
That's night done.
Thanks, man. To know the names of these fucking buildings.
Just drive-by trigger finger. Oh, the Alton. Catching a bullet there
I
for
think
Rocket.
the Alton saved him quite a few times tonight. That is insane. Helmet save live, chat.
Can I get a thanks, Alton?
Oh!
Oh,
I didn't know that was a person.
Wacko's got a nice
I didn't
scab.
think that was a person.
Wacko, just breathe for me.
I didn't think that was a person.
Thanks, Alton.
He's under a
Tank,
lot
but
of
I also
pressure at
don't.
the moment.
I don't know if it's a 2-man or a 3-man now. I'm not convinced.
Play tomorrow.
Try and get this
Will do.
tag.
All right, Wacko just getting
Is that, is that a
some
building that counts as well?
short
Let's go
breaths
about
in there.
That's
This
the
was a
same
night
one.
building as well.
Right.
All right, so Rocket's just trying to make his way out to this body here, hopefully pick up another tag, but he's just concerned that there's potentially still another player kicking around.
This one hit swaps Alton. Yeah, true. That's done, dude.
So just looking at these scores, you know, we got Rocket on
Kinda see it in
62
a
here. Wacko on 82.
Panicking.
You know,
I don't know if he-
if Rocket picks up any more kills here, the wild card spot is definitely going to be in
I'm
some
on
danger
edge,
here.
boys. I'm on edge.
We got ZZ on 42 points as well. If he still has a big raid, he can also get up around that wild card score as well.
Absolutely.
Nah, one
Yeah,
on.
Actually, other buildings I need to kill from? Does K count?
No, the K buildings do not count. It's the train building,
Grand
dome,
building.
king, bishop, pawn, and knights.
Oh, dome's one as well. Right. Okay.
There's still not much going on in these raids. Rocket got that nice PvP there, but Wacko's had a pretty quiet raid. ZZ's been quiet as well, and Ryo's just running around on the roof of King, which is a very dangerous spot, but...
It's a very dangerous spot, but you know what? Sometimes just getting a shot
Do
taken
those
at you
from
just,
dome. Yeah, I probably
it
should've
might just
left
show
them.
where some of these players are.
Wait, Queen is dome? I didn't even know that either, bro.
Half an hour. And I haven't seen anything.
That's not good news from Ryo there. He's just saying half an hour left in raid, and
Where could
he hasn't
possibly
seen
have gone?
anything. He needs some scavs. He needs, you know, it doesn't have to be players. It can just be play scavs,
Where's
anything.
ZZ going? Z... Hello? ZZ?
Oh, he's right. Quick
He's going for
bathroom
a
break.
toilet break.
It was
Chat
literally
routine.
there,
Tournament,
and now
nice.
it's gone.
He's breaking the seal after a few
Unless
of those
that was a
brewskis.
PMC, I don't know.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's going to
Hello.
get another beer. He's getting another beer.
Could be hiding in the petrol station. I'll have a quick look as well. This raid is dead, dude.
Looks like Rocket's just
Oh, Rocket took a lot of damage.
got very messed up just now
Okay.
over at
Wait,
Rock
they're
here.
even more aggressive than the Labs Raiders.
Oh, so Rocket's
Looks
fighting
like
the
he's fighting
Raiders.
some Raiders here. Yeah.
Because you killed Gluha? Right. Killed
All
their
right.
mum.
So just looking at these scores here, it looks like Harms unfortunately has been knocked out of the wildcard position, and it's going to come down to one of these guys tonight. We'll take the wildcard's position based on these points.
Recommend running away? Yeah, true.
Oh, Ryo with a head tap on a play there, bottom right as well. The cheeky little thumbs up afterwards. That was clean. That's a massive
He seems to be
GG's
able to perform
Harmsy.
when there's.
So,
Oh, wee woo. That's a massive GG's to Harmsy if you are hanging out in chat. GG's, man. It was awesome casting and watching your performance, man. And I think we also knew that it was not going to be easy to keep your wildcard position.
so that's a PMC kill in White Rock.
All right, so Ryo just picking up that
Oh,
that
is it?
player tag there.
That one.
So confirm player kill and tag. 3 points in the bag.
I'm upset that Fraggy Mercury won't be in the finals, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. He did actually mention in chat there a little bit earlier. He changed his name in game to Fraggy Mercury.
Mate, he's just a good looking
in the
bloke.
lead up to it.
He's just a good looking bloke.
one's
I
over
wouldn't
there?
let me miss his near him.
Hold up. Right, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I understand what you mean. So did.
Ryo getting some more
Another kill
kills.
for
Getting
Ryo
some
there,
bonus
nice.
points as well.
Next building. He needs to die.
Whoa. I know exactly where.
All
I'm
right,
gonna go
Wacko
to
looks
get
like
that.
he's come into the North Pawn building here.
Do you get this as well?
So Rocket's
dude?
making
When
us
you
some
hear your footsteps,
making us
does
some
it
yards
sound
here
like
on
you're
Wacko
hearing
as well.
someone else?
You're gaining a little bit on those points, so
Yeah.
we've still got that wee woo bonus for the extract. It'd be
clearing this,
interesting
but-
to see how this pans out.
I would
The chances of
love
them
to
being here is
see
pretty damn low.
how much ground Rocket's covered in this whole tournament. Beyond a couple of times when he's doing a quick snip, swapping over some armor, changing an alternate or something like that, we have not seen him stop.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I'm glad that you told me. Let's go to Dome then.
All right, so Wacko's heading up to Dome now to, I believe this is his last building, potentially.
Nope. Not that window. My man's out of
I mean, his
It's gonna be
best
tough,
play
right?
here
Do you
will be to
think
get
he's
a
gonna-
scab from Dome.
breath pretty quick.
100%. I think with the amount of time he's been in Raid, it's going to be a very rare chance to find a player here, right? Like Reserve at this
Does that
time,
shit-
most players
shit
have
take your
extracted
food
out,
away quickly?
or they're dead.
Or is that the meal?
I think so.
Okay. Then we've got enough time if that's the case. Otherwise, I'm gonna start looking for food. Also, I should go back for that tag in medical.
Yep, that's probably a good call as well. We can see as well, just when Wacko was looking at his extracts there, we could see a green exfil on D2 as well, which is probably a good indicator that there's been some players who've approached D2.
Oh,
Although
you just
Wee
got
Woo has
Wee
just
Woo.
been hit.
Oh my god,
Come on, mate, through the window.
that would have been a free kill right there. Definitely going.
So
back
Raya's
now.
just got a player on the other side of Dome here as well. Looks like
Did
he's
he-
just pulling back to try and get a better position. I don't know if he killed him there. There was just a bit of a peek off the side.
I missed it. I was watching Wacko try and find the. So Rye's rotating completely out of this.
Oh my god, surely.
We gotta go there, boys.
He's pulled right back out of this fight. Yeah, it was somebody on the other side of Dome there, just jiggle peeking him behind that wall.
Oh! Whoa! Okay, I thought I.
Has Wacko hit that shot?
I'm gonna see if
Yeah,
I can
he's-
pop
he's
him off
done
from
it.
down here.
Let's look for food.
Alright, I'm in.
Wacko, come on, mate. You
I'm
just
gonna
got to bring
turn
the
around.
chocky and the milk. Chocky and the milk every raid. You've been running out of energy consistently.
Half an hour. Try to make it as quick as we can. That's not really a good vantage.
All right.
I don't want to give him. Yeah, he might be right.
Tell us what you're thinking, Ro.
Can't really see anything.
So he's pulled right out of this fight completely, gone down beneath Dome, and he's just trying to look back up there and see if he can find this other player.
These boys are dragging the time out, which is good to see. They're taking their time during the raid, getting the most points they can. Last night, a lot of the players were dying very quickly into their
Yeah,
raids,
thank you for
so
the
tonight's
much
been
appreciated.
good to see people
Thanks,
taking their
and,
time.
Ezua.
As we got.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so over to Full now. He's just prone on a roof, having a listen out. I think he was just referring to a map there and just maybe working out exactly the next objective. Watching out for those scavs there, Full though. Kill from the top of King.
Sharp's easy.
Let's go to not. Wait, can I get down? How the fuck do I get down from here?
Right.
And we'll go get that scav from that building.
So I dare say that Reserve is not ZZ's strongest map then.
No.
Riot just really looking for any angle he can get out of these buildings to try and find something, anything. And Wacko looks like he's just taken down something on the outside of King here.
Ooh, that's big for Wacko. So Wacko's on 97 points. He's running away with this a little bit now.
You're already out there. It's hard to get on the roof here.
So Rocket is in the south pawn building, still hunting some players. And ZZ's now moved to 50. I don't think ZZ, even if Rocket dies, I do not think ZZ could catch. Oh, I'm not too sure.
He'd need to find a few players here, but it looks like he's just taken down this player in this night building here.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Oh, player Scav.
Sacrifice.
So Wacko's about to crack the ton.
Forgotten. Oh, he had some RAM for me? What's...
Oh, Ryo's now still
Right,
hunting
still
this
looking
guy
up
on
at Dome.
Dome.
I saw him. He would have grabbed his mate's stuff and be on his way out.
Rocket above him here, just being really thorough and checking all of these other buildings close by from Bishop or drop down.
I hope Wacko doesn't die on 99. Be like what? It'd be like a cricketer getting out on 99 in the Boxing Day Test, mate.
Would have grabbed his mate's stuff and left, but it's alright.
He's got to get that century. He's got to hit the hundy.
The issue with that is also if he's looted his mate, he's probably taking his mate's dog tag because you've lost points.
True that, yeah. Alright, we'll see what we can do.
So Ryo just heading back
Ryo's
up
getting
to Dome now.
Yeah, Ryo's getting aggressive on Dome here.
Just depends if they have Red Rebel or not.
Still not much going on in anyone's raid right now. Ryo's pushing up the Dome to clear out the players up here, but the rest of the boys have had pretty quiet raids. Ooh, Ryo's taking some shots.
Ryo copying those shots. This guy's definitely still here. Grenade coming down,
Granada.
going to force him back a little bit. Returning shots up the railings.
Ho ho ho, boys.
That railing's certainly dead.
Ryo's... I think he might have killed that player. He's pretty confident about it. His point fire has been on fire tonight.
His point fire's been on point, I thought you were about to say.
Oh, pardon the pun.
Alright, slapping in a quick ETG, just really focusing on trying to make sure that he's healed up there. Tarkov's got the curse of always +1 players, so there we go, chat, he can.
That's what I tried to do to the guy in woods, but yeah, didn't all work, dude, because my arm was blocked out.
It's definitely a skill I underutilize, point fire in this game. It's absolutely dangerous if you can do it well.
Yeah, having those tactical devices definitely helps as well. And it's a good skill to practice. He did bop all these PMCs up here. What
Give me the points.
Oh,
he did.
That man had a DVL. You cruel man, Ryo.
Don't mind if I do. Good sir.
Alright, it's taking him down here, and we heard the battle mod actually just mentioning earlier. There's a chance that maybe the mate had taken the tag, but it doesn't look like this this player had taken his buddy's tag. So that looks like that's another 2 players for Ryo up on top of Dome here, and tags to boot as well. So really good to see some points getting secured there.
Am I?
You can take his, use them. Yeah, you can take his mates.
Sick, thank you. We might as well while we're here. You know what I mean? We might as well.
All right, so Rocket is on top of North Pawn, still looking for something to shoot at.
That doesn't count as a
ZZ's
dome kill, does
itching
it?
his belly on top of Bishop, and Wacko is still inside King building.
If the guy's waited this long, he deserves the kill. Like, let's just give it to him.
All right, discussing a bit of a potential suicide play here from Wacko. Just saying, if somebody's camping him out here, he's just going to go for it. They deserve the kill if they've waited that long, and if not, well, good luck to them.
So Wacko's pulling the wee-woo, and I think he's out of here.
Imagine someone's in there.
Oh, wee-woo's getting pulled. Chat.
Do
Oh,
we
cheeky
need
toolbox
Rook,
check
you reckon?
first.
Do we need the kill at Rook? Oh, fuck it. We'll take the range. Do we get greedy for
Hit
the
that
kill at
wee-woo.
Rook, or do we get out with double points?
You know you go for it, Wacko. Come on.
He
He's going
gets
to
out.
do it, surely.
How much
gets
is
out with the
double points?
wee-woo.
3? I mean, sorry, how much is the points at Rook? 3 for a kill?
Yeah.
That's an easy math for me, dude. We're not bothering with Rook.
Ah, good man. Smart.
Good
This will
man.
put him over the hundy. The thing is, he's going to have some raidy boys waiting for him.
That's 6 points.
It's not just
if
an
we
easy
get out
run.
bunker, but I'm not. Let's not get greedy.
Yeah, so there's going to be some player scabs and some raiders kicking around at Hematic for him.
For sure, and I mean, this is going to be really cutting it close to time for the armored train as well. So he could end up with a lot of action down here.
Stamina, yeah. I'll get it back.
So Rocket's still zipping through the map. We've got Full up in the top left here, just having a stroll over some of these green hills. And Wacko again out of energy. This is not a good position to be in after just pulling the wee-woo. Heading over.
We're just gonna walk
he needs to find some food again.
Doesn't matter.
He's got no stam. If he gets shots on him right now, he's not going to be able to run away.
Oh, save the day. Oh my god, I should have kept an eye on my food.
Oh, Wacko, this is the scary part.
This would have to be every raid for Wacko to run out of energy, right? Like, he just cuts it so fine.
He's just a hungry boy, all right? He's just a hungry boy. Wacko, just get out.
I think he... Oh,
yeah,
God.
Raiders.
Nope.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
Grenades in.
That was a full pucker. That was full pucker, that one.
I don't know what I just heard. I don't know what I just heard. I'm scared.
Very scared right now, just pushing his way through to thematic extract.
Let's lock it in. Lock it in, Eddie.
All right, fantastic.
Wacko with a solid raid. Solid raid. That's going to put him above 100. Oh, 5 seconds. I think he's home safe. I think he is home and safe. What's Rocket shooting?
All right. He's home safe here now, guys. That's the fog's rolled in for Rocket here now. So he's jumped up on Dome, and he's just got fog covering that whole section
Rocket
there.
was
Sounds
trying
like
to shoot.
Wee-Woo's on as well.
I thought Rocket was trying to shoot crows out of the sky or something. That was a good raid from Wacko. He had 2 confirmed PMC kills, a couple of scavs.
That's a great raid.
New mic? No, it's the same. Sound better.
So with that extract there, puts him at 109, which is the score to beat currently for first place. So
well, unusual, right? The guys told me to turn it up. Nice.
not good for Rocket right now with that fog in. We were being pulled, plenty of opportunity for some stuff down by these night buildings and stuff, which is where he's taking a look, and just nothing through that fog. We've got Full over in Rook currently as well. Just taking a look at some of these windows for some scavs or anything you can really see out there. And it looks like Ryo's heading down towards Rook as well.
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh, he's showing off the guns too, Wacko.
I'm liking him. Yay!
There we go.
So
Looks like he got that kill from up at Dome. Fantastic. You can move off here and hopefully get some more stuff.
On that? I thought I'd be so happy to leg a man to death.
So Ryo gives the finger
it's
to
pretty
everyone.
good, dude. We had Brizzy was in lockdown, so I had to come back home and work
He's
from
just
home
a
for
very
bit.
emotive guy.
Be back in Tuesday.
He gives a thumbs up to chat when everything's all good. Gives the finger if you're,
Oh, you see it, by the
you
way,
know,
bro?
somebody's coming to hunt down and kill.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
All right, so Rocket's still got 3 buildings left here.
Try and get the other ones.
So good chance for some points in here. Some bonus points, obviously, from those buildings. If he has an absolutely epic raid here, there's every chance that Rocket still has the potential to actually take the first place spot here. As it stands, he's currently our wild card moving into the finals next Saturday, but there is a real chance that he still can take
I
that
don't
first
mind working
position
from home
tonight.
too much. It's just a little bit difficult when you don't have like a deadline to show up. So it's very easy just to like sleep in and be kind of cheeky, which I will definitely do.
Right, it's easy just having a look towards these marked rooms again. We saw him come over the bunkers before, track down around the back. He cleared out all of those buildings, and obviously back on top of the rooftop here, just trying to find find really anything to take some shots at. It's one of the hardest things on this map, is finding things to kill in these buildings, which Ryo has just done from within Rook. So it looks like he's just bopped a scav or a raider potentially. We did hear the wee woo on earlier, so...
The Raya's catching up to ZZ too here, which is good.
He's
Brought
been
it back a little
absolutely
bit.
performing on this map. Yep. And I mean, he's got... I think he's just got the Bishop building, or one of the Bishop buildings
that
left
last
for those bonus points now, so he's been doing really
damn,
well.
I need food ASAP.
I'm super happy with Wacko's
just
performance.
need
He
one
was
more
super consistent over the whole night. He was. I sort of picked it from the start. He was going to be consistent, and he came out and did really well today.
I'm not sure. I have a sorted key, so
He
I don't know what
got
goes
every
forward
building
there.
that raid as well, and the
I don't
extract
play
bonus.
much
It's
reserve,
so good to
but I
see. He's on
know
100,
I
finishes on 109
a
points.
little bit.
Um,
I have.
and Ryo and ZZ are both bringing it back as well. So everyone's been solid tonight.
There's been a great reserve raid for him, and you're right about the consistency with Wacko. 6 PMCs, 6 tags from those, 16 scavs, 3 extracts. I don't think you could ask for a more consistent raids, to be honest. It's just absolutely fantastic. So he's done really, really well tonight.
Pretty late into raid though.
It's still worth going to check.
I killed all the raiders. I killed
So
4.
ZZ's got the train here. I think he's done.
Yeah,
ZZ's
4.
done. He's going to take that train, maybe, or he's going to go pull the wee woo. I mean, ZZ's very late into raid. The train's rocking up. That means there's probably like 15 minutes left, 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ryo will be the same, you know. We saw him sort of load in not too long after, so...
It's a scab up top somewhere.
ZZ's got raiders there, I'm pretty sure, as well, at the bunker. Ryo's having a cheeky Coca-Cola. No worries. Cheek beverage.
It's like a
Oh, the
dead
lovely
scab
sound of
line.
metal through GSSHs.
I see him, I see him, I see him.
Alright, he's worked out with this raider. He is just about to start trying to take some shots over the K building, but he needs to be careful because it could be all over for him if he tries to re-peek.
Especially with the player on
It's a
the
risky
front.
play on top of this roof here, but, you know, if you're after those points, this might be the only way to get it.
He's just dancing on the tin metal up here, just waiting to get headshot by either a player scav or a scav.
This is exactly the spot I died here in the finals for season 3, actually.
Fuck, we're gonna go get food. I wanted the kill from
As soon as you
here, but
touch
we're
that
gonna
roof,
go for it.
everyone in the
I swear
vicinity
if I
can hear it just as loud as ZZ can through his GSSH headset.
Dead on food.
Alright, so Rocket doing a another rotation around the back of Rook here. We've seen him do just a just doing laps of reserve. He gets to one spot. If he doesn't see much here, he continues moving on to the next position. So we've got the train up for Rocket at the moment.
That train's leaving. See you, fool.
2 food.
The train's getting out of here.
I can't see him.
The Rocket's back over at Rook as well. Train is also here for Rocket, so everyone's raids are getting on in time. If these boys are going to go for max points, I think it's almost time to pull the wee woo and go hunt kills.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a tie between ZZ and Ryo.
We gotta go get food before we run out of stam.
All right, so Fool's just talked about now. He had 2 energy just there before. It looks like his world's closing in on him. He's a very hungry boy, and has decided he's gonna have to go and have to find some food here. Otherwise, he's just gonna run out of stam, and there's no chance with no stam being able to do a wee woo play.
Ooh,
Just
Rocket's
going
got
up
some
here.
player
Rocket's
scouts.
going. Looks like Fool's taking on some scavs as well downstairs under the Hematic bunker there.
It's a minus. Should be minus.
That train's leaving for ZZ.
There'll be food down here.
He's trying to get a snack down the bottom, and then Rocket has the player scouts have been throwing smoke grenades for him. Ooh. Ah, nice shots.
Wow, okay, nice. What'd you call that finger earlier, Red? The
partner pleaser.
partner pleaser, that's it.
The partner pleaser finger.
We got food. We got food. We're good.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, dude.
What we don't have is meds. How did I go through
Alright, so
all
Rocket
meds?
just making it underneath the Hematic bunker here, just having a look near all these food rooms and storage cages, just for any more scavs and things he can find under here.
Drink? Sounds like...
Roy having a look back from, where's this? From one of the Bishop buildings here. This is the last building I think he needs to get a kill from. So if he can pick up these points here, that's going to be fantastic. But he's going to be hard pressed to actually move from this building here,
That
considering it's
actually
one of the
made me
last
shit
ones for
myself, I'm not
points.
gonna lie.
Come on.
So Fool's
Fool taking
had
down
that
some
much
more of those
food
scavs.
now.
Take out my stomach.
Fool's now had that much food. He's now dehydrated.
Seriously,
So
stomach.
the man needs to have a beverage. He's got some apple juice in his bag.
Jump, dude, fuck me. Ooh. Oh no! My energy's 0.
Fucking scout players
On
out
fatigue.
All the
Oh,
boys are
Rocket
zero
Legs has just
energy.
found his energy 0 as well.
They're all forgetting.
Wait, I saw a
snacks.
Condi milk. I did see a Condi milk. Alright, this becomes a quest for food. Fuck me.
We saw Wacko was
You know,
a
I
hungry
think
boy as
the,
well.
5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Wacko's been a hungry boy all night tonight. I think the changes
Oh,
to
grenade?
food and energy and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, ZZ with another kill.
Very nice.
Blowing wooden crates. True. I did see a Condi
And then
milk,
you're
so I know
fighting,
exactly where I'm going for one.
you're fighting player scavs who
No,
have
mate.
no fear. They
What
have
about
nothing to
finding some
lose
water
but a
later?
7-minute wait to get back into their next raid. So they're scary on reserve. You get whole packs of them that just run at you.
Goes over
It's
here.
enough time. It's enough time.
Rye's still just up on this building here, trying to find anything. I know he's actually moved over to the next building there.
I think that was a player scav.
Rocket pushing underneath. He's found his
We got
condensed
fire,
milk.
We got food. We need to fix our thing.
Oh, yummy.
Having a sip on
Crack
that chat. Yummy.
Oh, unbelievable.
Full going back upstairs just to work out what the hell's happened here.
No! Oh my god.
Oh,
That was lucky as hell for Rocket there.
that guy just swung on Rocket with an
I'm having-
SKS.
A million jump scares today.
again, as you were saying, you know, these player scavs come in absolutely no fear, nothing to lose.
Is that a scav?
Just forcing themselves headshot or head first into these guys.
Here, bro.
4 minutes.
You wanna sleep? No worries, man.
We gotta get out.
Probably from your blue card thing.
True. I made a mistake.
Alright, so I thought we just heard a call there, 4 minutes
We don't have time.
to
We don't have
get out.
meds.
He was lean and
Do we have hope?
gamer. Gotta be a
Fool
player
looks like
scout.
he's going to hit Hematic and then hit the wee woo and try and get out.
Well, Raya's on the red timer
Must
as well
be.
with 2 black legs, and he's got to try and pull the wee woo and get it as well.
Enough meds.
What, Hunt Showdown? Yeah, it's sick.
Hopefully he's got enough time here to snip that back on.
That
I've
counts
seen
one
him
of
with
those,
the
builds,
CMS and the Gamma tonight, so
Outside the
it looks like he was putting on some limbs as well earlier. There's
Raya's
every
got
chance
7
that
minutes.
he might not have enough CMS to snip back on.
It's going to be a painful run.
Like, there's literally nobody around, dude.
Here we are with ZZ.
Just looking
He's
over
pulled
at
the wee
forward
woo.
and now.
Question is, do I go back and try to get any more 3-point kills?
He has 2 minutes to get out of the wee woo.
Just get out.
You just get out, ZZ. You got 2 minutes. There's going to be some player scavs hanging around here for sure.
No time, just run.
Chat looks like they're very on board with ZZ just getting the fuck out of here right now.
Hat equals 10 points. Did you see how many
Alright.
raiders were there waiting for me?
I think he's got to pick up his jaw off the floor after that, mate.
Yeah,
Fuck
get
off,
out, fool.
raiders.
Alright, so ZZ in the extract here. Hopefully, hopefully no raider grenades get thrown down the end there.
I was gonna shit myself.
I think ZZ scares himself more than the actual game does.
Extra 3 point.
Yeah, for sure.
I could. Nah.
Alright, so successful extract for ZZ there. 10 extra points on that bonus extract. He's done well. Just having a look between Rocket here and Ryo. So Rocket's got no stomach, trying to snip back an arm. You know, obviously we've seen him finally get his energy and his hydration back up, but, you know, really running out of time, just trying to get those points up as high as he possibly can. You know, none of our competitors have got any idea that the other competitors are in or out or anything like that. So at the moment, you know, they could have, they're going to want to be getting every point they possibly can.
Well, Ryo's hit the wee woo here, right? He's got no
lots more
legs. He's taking a lot of damage from running. And if he runs into a player scav or raiders over here, he's in big trouble.
Absolutely. He's going to need to stop to heal as well, but...
By the time he gets over there,
go to the toilet in between, right?
a raider or a
the
player
proof.
scav's going to do Ryo a mischief right
The
now.
gamer bucket. That's what I like to call it. Not as filthy sounding. The piss straw. Mom. Fuck's sake, dude.
Am I on the timeline?
Roger, roger. Why are there no scavs?
Ryo's still pushed towards it. Looks like he's just come
Which one is
across
it? It's
something
like
here.
The end one here? Oh, I gotta go in.
Probably a raider
Red, do you
protecting the
think if-
extract.
Probably. Just
Whoa.
speaking of raiders and extracts. Yeah, speaking of raiders and extracts, there's a real chance that, you know, maybe if ZZ had the time and took out those extra raiders there, like he might have been very close to a wildcard score
yeah.
there. There was a lot
Did
there.
he kill one from this
As
room?
he
I
says,
swear I
Rick.
heard one voice line.
Well, he could have caught Rocket, and then it's all obviously up to Rocket. Rocket's still got the chance to hit the button and get out, so get his bonus points. So, ooh, Ryo's got a fight here at extract. Probably a player scav. Yeah.
That's a very risky
Why
fight.
does the hermetic door go off?
Yeah,
for?
player scav confirmed.
About about 4 minutes.
Alright.
Just
Do you know
grab
how long
that
it
man,
Man's
takes
you
to-
looting
on the
with
way
no
out.
legs. Yep.
Alright, GG's.
Like a minute?
Alright.
Hightail it about 1 minute.
Sitting in
1
extract
minute and a
there.
half.
Hopefully,
Check your feet
nothing
with
crazy
guys.
comes at his way. So,
Take a bit of
well done to
was
Ryo
on
for a
two-
successful
Ryo-
extract.
Yeah.
Ryo was on single
Well, like,
digit
what's the countdown?
after
Like,
the
if you're
first two
sitting
maps, and
at
for
the door?
someone coming from console to PC
The
to
minute?
play a Tarkov tournament,
Oh, it's only
Ryo's
16.
done pretty well tonight. His point fire was on point. He's performed pretty
20?
well. He
Okay.
brought it back on the Woods raid.
2020. Cool.
Look, I wouldn't be upset with his performance, especially for someone that's Tarkov is his first mouse and keyboard game.
What's the play, guys?
I
Yeah.
mean, Ryo is
Kind of a
2
little bit lost
points
here, and I'm doing circles.
behind the score
There's
that
nothing
held the
spawning.
wild card for the last 2 nights. So 68 was the score. Fools matched that at 60. Fools matched the score at 68 there. But Ryo on 66, 2 points behind
This is the
what
last
that
raid,
wild card
gents.
score was the whole night. It's very impressive.
Got a kill
He
from
should be
Green
very happy with
Dome?
that
yeah,
result.
I have. Just have another kill from these buildings. I need these 2 and King.
All right, so just Rocket left now.
Yeah, Bishop, Pawn, and King. Those are the 3 open ones.
Well, it looks like there was an extra point there just
6
confirmed
minutes to
for
extract.
Ryo as well. So only 1 point behind the wild card score. All right, just going over to Rocket
Now we're
now.
just left with Rocket. Just left with Rocket. He's probably going to try and get some more kills and then just grab the wee woo button and get out. He's only
on top
got,
of King.
I can't see the top right, but I think it looks like 5 or 3 minutes left.
Okay.
So he hasn't got much time left, so he'd be planning his extract. He's making this dangerous run across the open air
How do you get on
just to
top of
get to
King?
the Hematic
Something in
button.
King and I couldn't get up. Might have special.
All right, so just a confirmation there. So it was 5 minutes left. So yeah, definitely time to be hitting
Right.
wee woo.
That tech building's King, right?
All right, we're off. The last wee woo of the night until next weekend when we have the finals.
And then more wee woo chat. So much
Oh,
more
these
wee
guys.
woo. All right, so 5 minutes left on the raid, and he's pushing up through the top of King here. I think he's still hungry for some bonus points out of this building.
Smart.
So the
Interesting play.
The Hematic extract will turn on for 4 minutes. So he's got 4 minutes to get to that extract and try and get a kill off the top of this building. So he has the time, but just to make sure he manages it properly.
This late in raid, he's not finding too much around here though, which is a huge shame. Just a grenade there, try and see if he can hear a scav line or some action or see some movement.
I think he's just got to go here. I think he's just got to leave.
Yeah, so it's pulling close to 3 minutes now. He's definitely running out of time. Well, it's a shame he couldn't get a kill from that last building there. But look, hopefully some more action,
You guys
player
have to go
scavs and
underground,
things
right?
around Hematic here.
The Rockets had a pretty
got
solid
3
turnout.
minutes
He
left.
got unlucky. He got unlucky on that interchange raid where he got pinched at furniture, and obviously the Woods raid. Ryo got his payback on him out of the mark circle. So having those 2 raids where he didn't die early, but he didn't
But
get
I'm
the
like
most
the
points
only
that he
one
would
that's
have
in
liked.
raid
He's
still.
still done really well to get. Well, he'll have 90 points, I think, when he comes out of this raid.
Well, I'm still
Yeah,
Needs to
exactly.
get
He's
out
still
because
being...
this extract won't have much time left.
No, it won't. Okay, we're really cutting it fine here, guys. This is, you know what this feels like? This feels like Toast Rack looking
gonna
back at
leave.
interchange at those last scavs with a few minutes left.
He should be
Why have you
fine.
done this to me, Reserve? Why have you done this? That's huge, is it? I don't know. Hopefully. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Ed and Trent, thanks for finding things to say while
Hey, you're welcome, Rocket. You're
No
welcome,
worries,
mate.
mate.
It was a pleasure.
All right, so that's our last competitor out of the map. Well done to him. That was some good reserve stuff tonight. Some huge points, especially for Ryo. Massive comeback in the last two raids there to just really bolster those points. As you said, single digits for half of this tournament, and just sort of was able to pull it back there. Real consistency from Wacko and from Rocket as well. Both of those players, I just think every single map tonight, consistency all the way. Absolutely consistent. And Full has done really well again tonight as well, but just gotten unlucky a couple of times. But yeah, no, I think an amazing effort from everyone. Chat, please make sure you go and give these guys a follow. Follows are free, but these guys are amazing Tarkov content creators. Jump through to their streams, chuck them a follow, go and say hi, tell them they did well tonight. Just get amongst them, all right? Go and show them some support because they've done well just to get here tonight and to even compete. And obviously, two of these guys are walking away tonight with a win for the night and the wildcard spot as well. So there'll be two players from tonight heading into the finals next week on Saturdays. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Well, I think we can get straight into the points here. We see they came through on the other monitor. So if you want to jump out and kick that off.
For sure. All right, so Ryo, 55 points, mate. Slow start. It was a slow start, but you proved that you can definitely be in here and definitely be in this tournament with the guys. So you should be very proud of your effort there today. Great attitude. You didn't stop trying the whole time. Very competitive bracket this was. And to be honest, mate, you look like you've been on keyboard and mouse your whole life. So well done. 55 points for Ryo today in fourth place. Absolutely amazing.
And in third, we got ZZ Full on 68. It was a little bit of a slower gameplay that I've seen from ZZ. It was his second time back. It was good to have him back. It was good to see him back. He had a hard time finding PMCs, so he did well to get to 68 ZZ. Yeah, it was tough watching. He got unlucky, but it was good to have you back, ZZ, and congrats on third, man.
All right, and then that takes us to our new wildcard holder, Rocket Legs, on 80 points tonight. So earned the highest labs offline score. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Huge effort. Sorry, Rocket on 91 here. I'm reading a slightly out of date score. Rocket on 91. I thought he had the score there updated. Anyway, so Rocket on 91. Massive effort. Huge consistency. Has overtaken Harms for the wildcard position tonight. So well done, Rocket. We'll see you through to the finals next week. And, mate, hopefully we can see you doing laps around all of the maps again. If you get, I don't know, 11's a hard score to beat, but see if you can get a 12 in the labs next week. I'm not sure. Good work, mate. Well done.
And our winner, the big Wacko Palacco. I think we called him at the start of the cast that he was going to be a consistent player, and he's come out and smashed it. He did well in PvP and PvE, did all his tasks. He smashed it out, was super consistent. And look, he stole ZZ Full's beard and used all that energy from ZZ. But Wacko, congrats on the win, man. You've done really well. And you go on next week to verse Tube. who did really well, Uski and Rocket, who you went up against tonight. So that is a massive GG's, man. You did really well, and it was awesome to cast. And all four of you guys, that was a fun night. Kept us super close, and it was a really good 5 maps.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to all of our competitors. Congratulations to those that have made it through to the finals next week, guys. We're going to jump into a quick chat with Wacko tonight. Oh, Wacko right now, and see what he has to say about being the winner for the night.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Look, your brother Amadillo.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to cast the curse you, man. He was like, "Oh yeah, Wacko's already won before we went into reserve." And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to watch you spawn in and get tapped off the start." But no, you did well, man. You played that out slowly and took your time, which was really good to watch.
Yeah, I got no comment. Like, it's just nuts.
Talk us through that woods raid. You obviously, you don't know, but you fought Ryo when you came down off the rock from Sniper Rock. You fought Ryo there and then rotated away. Talk us through what went through your head, because obviously you wanted to get away and extract, and then you ended up wiping 3 players. So talk us through what was going through your head once you came down off the rock and Ryo sort of did damage to you.
Well, going into the bracket, I knew not to take the aim duels, just because I know Rocket, I know ZZ, I didn't know Ryo, so I couldn't. I just assumed that he was on, like, his aim was amazing, so my aim was not to take aim duels. So when I came down that hill, I would have run. Normally I would just run away, but I thought, nah, I'll turn around and spray him a bit. I managed to get away, and I was like, nah, I'll make sure to get that extract bonus. And then when I was rotating around D-Rock, I thought they were cultists, those two. Because one of them goes prone, and I'm like, oh, okay, these are the cultists. Okay, I'll go and heal up and then come back.
If you watch the cast back, you get me super fucking excited. Like, I was just like, you started yelling cultists, and I was full G'd up, and then I was like, oh, wait, the cultists don't fucking spawn there, so... dude.
Yeah.
You did really well tonight, man. It was, bro, you look sharp. It was a pleasure to watch you go through all the maps tonight. You were consistent as hell, so hold your head up high, man. You did really well.
Yeah. Thank you, boys.
No,
glad I made you guys proud.
Oh, for sure.
I was gonna... Yeah, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say the consistency was amazing. Tell me, through the night, did you change up your plan at all, or was how you played that tonight, like, from the very start? Was that always the plan? Because you just looked like you knew exactly what you were doing the whole time. We saw you get a little bit shaken up at reserve there at the start. It looked like you just needed that extra second or two just to fully collect your thoughts and just, sit in the Zen room there in the back and just get a bit chilled out. But after that, mate, it was just game on. Like, is that the same plan you had all night? Is that what you've been practicing for? Did it all go to plan?
Yeah, so with Shoreline, I think I wanted to just get there first, get in, get out, and that was kind of the main plan. The one strat that I was thinking was I'll just rotate weird directions, and it just happened to work. Like when I was in West Wing, and I ran out and rotated all the way around. That was just picking really, I want to say, dumb spots to run to, but it worked. So
yeah, well, it's we can certainly see that you scored tonight. So, mate, congratulations on getting through to the finals next week. I know I'm really excited to see how you go. It's going to be some good competition next week. Mate, we'll let you go.
Thank you.
Just enjoy, celebrate with the chat for a bit. And,
I will.
And we'll be coming over to see you very, very shortly.
We'll send all the blokes over your way, mate. Enjoy it.
Oh, thank you, guys.
You're right, man. Have an awesome night, dude.
Thanks, Wacko.
You too.
All right, we're done.
Oh. Sorry, I exited the channel there. All right. Let me start from the beginning. Chat, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the games. I think the last 3 nights have just been absolutely phenomenal to watch, and I know I'm super excited to join you again next weekend on Saturday for the finals. So that will be at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time over on April the 10th on Saturday. Keep posted on the details for that one. These guys will be battling it out for a $500 US prize for first and $250 US for second. This is a cash prize supplied by Battlestate Games. So Battlestate,
That's like 6,000 Australian. It's nuts.
It's huge value. So, we couldn't be more thankful to BSG and obviously supporting us in all of the tournaments and obviously, helping out with prize money and things like that. We couldn't be more thankful to our battle mods who've yet again tonight done just a fantastic job on making sure that our PMCs were on track, calm and collected, and putting out the performance that they really wanted to see. So fantastic job to all the battle mods as well tonight, and of course to our production team. What you see here, this is easy for Red and I. We get everything come up on screen, we watch it, we get to kick back and just enjoy watching these raids, but this all wouldn't be possible without our amazing production team as well. So Sigma and Hotel are doing an amazing job keeping everything running in the back end and making sure that this is just a really, really easy thing to cast. So
I just get to sit here and talk smack. It's unbelievable. My job's easy.
Easiest job in the world. Exactly. So guys, make sure you go and chuck a follow to any of our competitors tonight. So obviously ZZ Full, Rocket Legs, Wacko Polacco, and Ryo as well. Please make sure you go and chuck them a follow. Make sure you tell them that they've that you enjoyed watching them, that they've done a good job, all that sort of stuff. And we're going to head over to Wacko now. So get your hypes ready, get your much loves ready, and we're going to go and give Wacko a raid now. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next weekend. Good night, good morning, good afternoon.
See you guys next Saturday. Be there.
See you guys.